Mimic. How are you? Welcome, welcome. What's going on?
Mimic, you are now the test subject.
You are now the test subject.
How is the sound?
Let us know. Also, bear with us because we're still trying to make sure that everything is working just to get started.
Quick, Mimic, you're a viewer that's going to donate to charity. What do you need on the screen? What do you need from us? What will make this a better experience?
Thank you also for the redeeming first and the daily gold offering. I just want to make sure that I've got all the alerts and stuff up as well. Can you see everything? We do have a little bit of a
Is the sound good?
thing going on here. Cam looks fine, sounds fine. Heck yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, we're in Fortress, their streaming booth. It is the first time we've ever used it. I've been in here a couple of times just to have a little look around, but it's the first time we're actually here. We do have the camera pointing to the floor of Fortress as well, up the top here, but what Alk is hiding behind. And we are also in our own little cosplays today as well, because we had the Demon Slayer ones handy, so we were going to wear these. We have already got a donation as well, so thank you to Allison for that donation. It is Ask Your Own Question. The question that they redeemed was favorite Pokemon, so we're adding that to the list. We're adding that to the list of things to ask cosplayers when we interview them as well, which will be good. Babe, why don't you start? What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is Patamon.
Are you just saying that to upset people? Like on purpose?
What's wrong with Patamon? My favorite Pokemon is Mega Garurumon.
He's just naming Digimon just to be...
Omnimon.
Yeah.
Wargreymon.
All right, so we have our first couple of cosplayers to interview. I've got a couple of questions.
Beautiful.
But before we get to that, could you please introduce yourself?
My name's Nines. Grammar. Doesn't really matter.
If you want to.
Yeah, my Instagram is NinesTheWyrm. Worm spelled like the little baby dragon. W-Y-R-M, I think. Yeah. I'm an Australian cosplayer.
Nice, like that?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, and currently I'm cosplaying V from Devil May Cry.
Oh, cool. A good one.
Thank you. I love
All
him.
right. So, what was your first cosplay?
Ooh, so technically my first cosplay was actually to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Back when I was like 11. And
Yeah.
it was literally a Harley Quinn dress and stockings.
Yeah.
Nothing else, no wig, no makeup, no nothing. So if that counts, and then my first one I ever did with a unstyled wig and a fresh out the bag Amazon cosplay was Lucy from Fairy Tail.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yes, very nice. And you think they went well? Was there any malfunctions or anything like that?
I got pretty lucky, especially with both of them. I think I got lucky. It was a good experience. I quit things easy.
Yeah.
So if I have a bad first experience, I'm out. So
Oh.
I was pretty lucky. When I did Lucy, I had a couple people come up to me, and that was kind of when I was like, oh my God, this is like a community that I can get into. This is like, I remember when I went to San Diego Comic-Con, I'd see groups sitting in the hallways of like friends, and I was like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a group like that. That'd be really cool. But it took a few years for that to happen.
Yeah, that's fair. It does take a little bit, especially I know just being like a little bit more introverted. If you don't know how to sort of approach people and be like, hey, like what made you start cosplaying?
Exactly. Was it meant her?
I always start with like, oh, I like your cosplay.
It's the tried and true. It's the tried and true.
What inspired you to start?
Mainly it was those groups in the hallways, to be honest. It was that craving for a community.
Yep.
I love media, like mainly anime, superhero stuff. Like that's what I'm really into. So yeah, come on, who doesn't look at the character and be like, I want to do that. I want to be that character.
Yeah.
But for me, it was more the community. You get like going to cons is fun the first 5 times you did it, where you're like, oh cool, I can buy some stuff and I can see all these cool things. But then after that, you're like, oh,
yeah, because it becomes kind of repetitive unless they're starting to bring in like newer merchandise and stuff, which you still kind of are like, oh, I can go buy this, but it's also like the same.
Especially being Australian, I go to most cons every year in Sydney. You get to know the artists. You get to know who's already going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, so cosplay kind of gives it that new level of excitement. That's kind of what pushed me.
Oh. Do you make or buy your outfits? If both, what do you prefer?
I have to do both. As a more plus size person cosplaying, and any other plus size cosplayer will agree with this, we can't buy. Like it's so difficult. So a lot of times I will have to buy a size too big and modify it or sew it or make the pants myself. If I could buy straight off the website, that would be fantastic, but I can't. So you kind of have to do both.
I do feel you on that because sometimes when I buy cosplays, I either luck out with like an extra large and it fits, or like this one even, which you can't really tell, is slightly modified with a bit of fabric here that I've had to use to extend because the chest area is a little bit bigger.
No, it is. It's so hard.
Hi Ebubs, welcome on in and thank you for the daily gold offering as well. What was the most challenging cosplay that you've done?
Oh. That's a good question. I think my cheerleader Bakugo, but not for the reason you think.
I love that.
I did Bakugo, but in the MHA cheerleader outfit. And it was a big jump for me, like, confidence-wise.
Yep.
You know, it's a cheerleader outfit. There's not much there. And especially with, like, a crazy blonde wig, getting on the train and being like, oh, God, I gotta, like, I can do it. I can get to the convention. And then once you do it once, it's easy.
I think one of the hardest parts of cosplaying is getting to an event. Like, I like to drive now just so I can bring all of the stuff with me, especially if I've got props and stuff. But the amount of side eyes on, like, one of the Sydney trains.
I got cleared out by a lady on the bus this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. I'm just sitting there.
Just in your costume,
In
everything.
my costume, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my name tag already fell off. But that's fine.
I feel like
They know who I am. It's on my channel. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done?
Yes, and it's gonna be next year. I don't know if anyone's a Marvel fan, but the new Thunderbolts. Watch it.
I haven't seen it
John
yet.
Walker
Yeah.
from Thunderbolts, a U.S. agent. His suit, I need to do it. I'm desperate to do it.
Yeah.
I've already got like the links. I've got everything planned. I just need to buy it. I'm so excited to do it. I haven't been this excited for a cosplay.
That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you done many photo shoots?
I have. I've done about many. Probably other cosplayers will be like, that's not many. I've done like 4 or 5. I'm very lucky to know some really great photographers.
Mm-hmm.
There's one named Morgan. Morgan.png. Incredible photographer. They do a lot of my shoots. I'm just very lucky. I have some really cool friends as well who it's like the one hiding over here. Who their partner is a photographer as well. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
super handy.
Yeah.
Shoots are really fun. If you haven't done them, just jump into doing them. So much fun.
How do you prepare for a shoot?
Pinterest every day of the week.
Yeah.
Look up other cosplayers who are doing the same cosplay you're doing. Look at their poses. Look at what kind of they are doing. That's what I find is best, because if you get there and you don't have a pose in mind, you're gonna look like a statue, and that's tricky.
Yeah. So I feel like that's probably where I go wrong. So I haven't done any like shoots with friends or anything. More so, I just get Alk to take photos on my phone, or we sometimes go to a con and like run into like Steam Kittens, and if they have openings and
Steam
stuff.
Kittens is incredible. Such an awesome person in the community.
There's also, I think, Snap Happy Ian is another one. Just having booths set up, and luckily they actually help with posing a little bit. They'll be like, "Oh, your character has a big ass hammer, kind of like hold it like you're about to hit someone with it." But that's great. Pinterest. I never thought of that. Okay. Well, that also covered how do you know how to pose.
I steal them.
Tips for cosplayers who are camera shy.
Get friends. Make people who will hype you up. I have a little story I can tell about like my favorite cosplay memory, which is kind of how when I was at KaigaCon early this year, I went up on the roof and I was up with a friend who was taking photos, and he was like, "Damn, I really wish I had more cosplayers to take photos of." And I just swallowed down my social anxiety and I walked up to this group of guys hanging out and I said, "Hey, can you guys come here real quick? Like, just come here." And they did, and we all started hanging out, and I kind of assumed that none of them knew each other.
Yeah.
Or like they had all just met. So I'm hanging out with this group and I'm like, "Oh, cool, I brought this group together." I find out later that they all knew each other, and I'm just the weirdo who's now just like inserted myself into this group. And they're all kind of looking at each other like, "Who knows this person? Like, do we know who this is?" They did not. And now we're all best friends, and we go to every con together, and we're all really close.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that there was like a happy outcome for it.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed like it's kind of the way that you have to be at networking events as well. Because although I haven't done like a lot of cosplay events myself, I've been as a creator to networking events. And sometimes there will be people who just all know each other and they're all just standing in a circle. So you have to kind of insert yourself and be like, "Hey guys, I'm Ellie.
And it's
nice to
hard.
meet you. What's going on?"
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I get lucky and I get very nervous about it. And these guys would probably know I get very nervous. But when I get nervous, I tend to babble. Like I just nervous babble.
You and me both.
So Alk has even pointed out sometimes just being like, "How do you make friends in just like every situation you're in?" I'm like, because I don't like awkward silences and I just tend to babble and then they just come along for the ride. I guess they're here now.
I kidnap people. Like, people don't choose to be my friend. I'm like, I'm going to
You're
talk to
mine
you
now.
for 30 minutes and you're not allowed to leave. Like, it's great when you get a group. Like, my biggest thing with with getting over being camera shy is have people who will hype you up.
Yeah.
Like, have a group. And that sucks to find. And I was saying, have friends is like a really kind of shitty thing to say. Excuse my language. Not a nice thing to say because,
It's okay. We're chill. We
okay,
know
cool. I was like,
consent.
oh boy. But if you get people, my friend's dropping his props. If you get people who you know will have your back, you feel a lot more confident to it.
Yeah.
Like, I know I could post an awful photo and this one would still be in my comments being like, "Yes, Diva, yes." And you need that support in this community. You need people who you know have your back.
For sure. I do know that the cosplay community can be very positive or very negative to some people, which, I mean, we don't need to get into the negative too much, but that positive is a really high. So
Have
it's nice.
people who you know have your back. Like, I have a group of 5 people. I'll shout them all out. Alex, Blake, Stam, Harmony. That's 4. I'm the 5th. Those people I know will have my back no matter what. And having a group like that in this community, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
You need that. You need those people.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you choose your characters?
If I can't date them, I will be them.
Yes.
That's
all right. Fair enough.
That's about it. Like, if I cannot date them, I will become them. Like, a lot of times it will also be just a really cool character.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest, I have not played all of Devil May Cry. One of my friends is really into it, and he got me to play it. And the minute V showed up on screen, I was like, if you showed me him, I would have played 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now that I know he's here, I'm in. So that's pretty simple.
Hey, do you roleplay or like get into character for events and shoots?
Only once. We did the mouthwashing crew,
Okay.
and we went on a 7-Eleven run,
Okay.
and we got really into character. Like a bit too into character. I feel really bad for the person working at 7-Eleven. But it's fun. Like if you have people that you know, I would never do it so much for like with strangers, because I think you have to be careful with that. There might be a boundary there.
Yes. Especially if a character that you're portraying is not a very nice person.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you kind of have to. But if it's with your friends, we'll get into character. We'll have a fun time with it. But more for like bits than.
Yeah.
But it is fun. And when I see people who can do it for a long time, I'm like, that's so.
Yeah.
I really admire it.
I think with me, I just would get shy again. I feel like it just comes with the photos and the getting into character. Like I'm just like, I just want to look cool.
Yeah. No, that's so fair.
Okay. Do you have any advice for kids or teens or anyone who wants to start cosplaying? Mainly because we are raising money for Barnardos, which are helping children in need. So do you have any advice?
Just don't be afraid to go to a con alone or with your parents. Actually, sorry, let me start that again. If you are young, please go to a con with your parents or with people like older people you trust, like older brothers and stuff. Cons are amazing places, but as young people, it can be a more risky place.
Yeah.
So my first few cons were with my dad or my mama, and don't feel bad about that. I think a lot of kids like see the older groups going and they kind of be like, oh, I'm with my mom. That's not very cool. That's totally cool. That's so cool that your parents want to bring you to an event like this. That's awesome. Go with your parents. That's totally great. And yeah, just you don't have to have the craziest cosplay. I think cosplay falls into this danger of comparison.
Yep.
My first cosplay was a dress and some tights.
Yeah. And
I had an amazing time. And there were still, like, because I was doing Harley Quinn, there were still Batmans walking past me, pointing at me and being like, oh my God. That's all you need. Just find a character you like. Doesn't have to be $1 million. Find a cheap, cosplay or make one or find something in your closet.
Yeah. And
just go from there. Once you've started, you keep going.
Okay, the next question. Which character that you've cosplayed are you most like in real life?
I think I should ask you that question. Can you tell me? I'm talking to the... Because I don't know. I don't know what I'm like.
What do you think?
Probably Nobara. JJK. Yeah, I'd say Nobara.
Yeah.
I'd say Nobara. Because the other characters I've done, V is way too cool for me. I wish I could be the strong silent type, but I'm not. But,
I feel like we all want a bit of like mystery to us. That's not the case.
We all want to be mysterious, but I just can't. And I wish I was as strong as Bakugo, but I'm not.
I did just see a donation come in from Nice Ice. Thank you, Nice Ice, for the $10. The thing that they donated for is Cosplayers Strike a Pose.
Absolutely.
So can you please strike a pose? Beautiful. Love it. Stunning.
Such a cool donation. It's such a cool thing done.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing to be a part of.
Thank you.
So cool.
I kind of, with the interviews, I kind of threw this together, not a little last minute. So Mr. Charity came to me and proposed the idea because he had this event in mind and was like, would you interview? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Then he started promoting it and I was like, hey, am I still doing this thing?
What am I doing?
And he was like, yeah, if you're down. I was like, great. What do you need from me? And he's like, can you set up the stream? Can you set up the incentives? Can you set up like everything? And I was like, okay.
I can do it.
Any free time during work this week, I was just like, what incentives can I, put together?
That's so awesome.
But that's okay. Do you have a cosplayer that you admire?
I do. Their name. I think they're from overseas. It's like Winter Phoenix.
Yeah. They
do some incredible. They've done Husk from Has Been Hotel.
Oh, I love Has Been Hotel.
They've done some My Hero. That's how I got into them. They're incredible. Them and their partner, they're great.
Yeah.
But in terms of like cosplayers I admire, I kind of want to like think of one that's like nearby, like locally, I guess. I'm trying to think of like an Australian cosplayer. I mean, my friends. It's weird. It's kind of a cop out, but like I think his cosplays are so sick. And the thing I like about his cosplays the most is he's always improving.
Yeah.
Like every couple of weeks you're in the chat being like, oh, my new holster arrived. I'm like, I thought you already had a holster. He's like, yeah, but I've got
another one.
And I think that's so cool to like continuously improve something. I think that's awesome.
That ad. Yep.
No ads for today.
No ads for today. Okay. Do you have a favorite convention snack?
So I work at an anime store. So
okay. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Cons like Smash.
Yeah.
Like if I'm working that, you don't have much time. We'll have like lunch, but beef jerky.
Yeah?
Get a bag of it if you like it. I know it's like a bit of an iffy snack for a lot of people. Every single con before I go to con, I eat a bag of beef jerky. Because I know that even if I don't eat anything until I'm going home, which you shouldn't do, drink water, eat.
It happens more often than not.
We're human.
You know?
We forget.
Yeah.
You get caught up in stuff. If I've eaten that bag of beef jerky, I know I'm not going to pass out. Like I can make it.
It's got protein. It's got carbs, most likely because of the sauces and
Yeah.
stuff. And then it's got like sustenance.
It tastes
I like
pretty
that
good.
snack.
It'll keep you mostly full. Big glass of water before you go.
Yes, always. Hydrolyte.
Yeah, absolutely. And then have something planned for dinner. Get a pizza. Get something. I think a lot of cosplayers as well, because we're squeezing into tiny costumes, a lot of us will like be like, oh, I don't get bloated before. After the con, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Eat the pizza.
Yeah.
Order the chicken. Just eat it. Something, please.
We've done our fair few like late night KFC runs and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
in cosplays.
Yeah, no, there's a Domino's near me that knows me well.
Yeah. And then so we've got one question from Allison, which is, who's your favorite Pokemon if you play Pokemon?
Oh, I do play Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is probably... Oh, that's so tricky. Oh,
There's like 1,000
I
now.
know. And I love Smoliv. The
Oh,
little anxious
cute.
olive. I love him
Smoliv.
so much.
Okay. Yeah.
And Mousehold, or like Tandem Mouse.
Oh yeah, they scream. I
They
love these.
do. A lot of my friends know I like them, and so I have like an entire binder of just Tandem Mouse.
That's so cool.
If you don't know the noise they make, look up an episode of the show where they're in it. It's just a scream.
Yeah.
They look like they make cute squeaking noises. Nah.
No.
Nah, it's just whales, and it's great.
I love it. Anything else to say while you're here?
While I'm here, oh my gosh, look at my platform, my 5 seconds to say something. No, genuinely, if you are someone who's looking into getting into cosplay, or you've ever been a person like me where you're like, damn, those people look like they're having a lot of fun, and I really want to join something like that, just go up and talk to them. Because look, I'm not saying that they're always gonna be as great as the people I've talked to and I've got lucky with. Sometimes people might be not nice. Sometimes my people might look up and down and go, those are not people you want to be friends with anyway. So good, you've dodged a bullet. Go talk to the next people.
Yeah, don't take it to heart if
Do
they're
not
going to
take it to
be
heart.
negative.
Absolutely not. Like, I've got so lucky. Just be yourself, and you'd be so surprised how many people crawl out of the woodwork that want to be friends with you. Because everyone is super cool in their own way, and especially in this community. Like, I'm really into Marvel right now, right? And this one person replied to one of my stories, just being like, oh, I hope you enjoy the movie. We have been talking for like 3 weeks, back and forth,
Hell
nonstop,
yeah.
just because of one little thing.
Yeah.
Just don't be scared to just talk to people. And once again, if you if they're mean or they're rude, you dodged a bullet, go to the next group. That's what you should.
Cool. Easy. Well, thank you so much. That is all the questions I have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. Best of friend.
Awesome. Guess I'll give the seat to Blake.
Yeah.
Don't clear your throat at me. How dare you?
Just careful of the headset, because I realize these are a little bit short as well.
You don't got much room, huh?
No, like the mouse is like not movable. Is it just Blake?
Yeah, just Blake. At Bmos.Cos.
Oh, Bmos.
Yeah, keep it nice and simple.
All right. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Blake. I go by the handle Bmos.Cos on Instagram. Because my last name is actually Moses. Yes, from the Bible. Hence the MOS in my name. I am a very amateur cosplayer at the ripe old age of 20. And today I am cosplaying Carlos Oliveira from Resident Evil 3, or for some people, Dead by Daylight. Hello, here I am.
Amateur doesn't necessarily age doesn't equate to amateur, by the way. Like you can be be fairly new to it, but I think your cosplay doesn't look like amateur at all.
That's a huge compliment. Appreciate it.
Okay, well we'll get started. First cosplay. What did you do?
First cosplay. Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I'll say I did a lot of vampires back in the day. Big on like the whole vampire thing, Dracula, I really like that. But I was always too scared to put on the fake blood. So yeah, I guess I want to say Dracula, but if we want to talk proper cosplays, I would say actually Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah?
Like the musical.
Ooh.
I did a whole Phantom cosplay with the hat and the mask and all. I just went all out with whatever I had and made it work.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
You big on musicals?
I want to say I am, but you could list a lot of popular music.
That's
I
okay.
like 2 or 3, like a lot.
That's all right.
Yes.
That is so fair. We do like our musicals in this household. But also my partner has not seen or heard of a lot of like normal mainstream ones.
Yeah.
But we just come across one and we're like, yeah, this is great.
yeah, no, I'm a little bit the same.
Okay. What inspired you to start cosplaying?
Good question. I went to my first convention. It was Smash 2016. And I went there and I was like, honestly, I thought it was so weird. Like people dressing up and stuff and wearing wigs and dressed like all these characters. But honestly, a little part of me thought it was like really cool. That they can transform like that. Wow, that's really awesome. And then I started kind of following like a lot of Instagram cosplayers, like really famous ones. And I thought, wow, this is actually really cool. And then I kind of like became a lot more open-minded just as I got older, becoming a character, especially ones that you kind of enjoy. And so I said to myself, look, I'll give it a shot. I did my first cosplay in at Oz Comic Con last year.
Oh, cool.
I did Leon Kennedy.
Yeah,
from
great
Resident
one.
Evil 4,
Yep.
the remake, and it was just
Thank you so much. Best of friend.
the tension I got was just unreal, and kind of just went from there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Also, hi D, welcome on in, and the Chef Demon, thank you so much for the follow as well. You're kind of hidden behind the alert there, but no, they're great cosplay and also great conventions. I do want to also touch on. I feel like a lot of us probably have that internalized like judgment when you see other people doing things like that. Because I definitely had that as well. I grew up in a very small judgmental town, so I am very aware of it. But it took me coming to Sydney to go to like Supernova and Oz Comic Con and things like that, and being like, you know what? I like characters. Why can't I dress up as that? I have sewing skills. I have craft skills. I want to start doing things like that. And that's when you kind of become the weirdo that you were judging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're always meant to be, correct.
Do you make or buy your outfits? If both, what do you prefer?
A little bit of both. I've always, like, since I started cosplaying, I would buy them. AliExpress has been my love of my life for quite a bit. Just my savior in general. Honestly, I kind of just took a leap of faith one day and I said I'll buy an AliExpress cosplay and hope it doesn't fall apart.
Yep.
It didn't, and it was actually like quite good. And then I ended up just kind of replacing things that weren't as good quality. And I think a lot of people end up doing this, like, this is just easy. Like, they lay the groundwork for you.
Yep.
And then you kind of just work on your own kind of things and you make your own materials and improve it where it needs to be improved. Recently, I took on the task of making the Punisher from Trigun.
Oh, cool.
So I will be doing a Nicholas Wolfwood cosplay eventually, hopefully next year in the future. And I just literally bought like a bunch of cardboard boxes from Bunnings.
Yep.
Got some fabric from Spotlight and
Yep.
just went to town. I had never used a hot glue gun, like for cosplay at least.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of just, because I work in electronics,
Yep.
so I kind of work with a lot of the same kinds of tools that you need for fiddling around with, hot glue guns and that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I had a little bit of experience, but I kind of just had to
Figure out how
Figure
to
it
use
out
it
myself.
with fabric
with
and
fabric.
cardboard.
I'd never used with fabric or cardboard, so I kind of just went, at YOLO, and I had my friend who's like quite good at in the cosplay material making kind of scene, just kind of looking at me like, yep, yeah, I think that's good, that'll do, yep, yeah, okay, like it's kind of just gotta, it really is just a matter of experience. But for me, it's just like buy the cosplay, make the prop from scratch if you need to.
Yep.
I also do 3D printing.
Oh, cool.
So I do a little bit of 3D printing for my gear and stuff as well. And yeah, honestly, it's just about, for me, it's what needs to be replaced and what can just stay what can stay bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I feel like even if I have to alter like a cosplay, even just fabric, and I use my sewing machine, sometimes I'm like, how is this even holding together with this tiny ass piece of thread? Maybe I don't use the correct like sewing stitch, and it's just like, it'll do. It's gonna work. Okay, what's the most challenging cosplay you've done so far?
I'm gonna put expense in with challenges here, and I'm gonna say probably either Leon Kennedy, level 4, or I'd probably say Leon.
Yep.
I think Goro Majima would be a close second.
Yep.
Because that back tattoo is nothing to, play around with. But
Yep.
yeah, no, I did the Majima back tattoo in Nines' living room.
Yep.
Whew. Yeah, your poor living room. I'm sorry, I got nothing to say about that. But yeah, definitely look up how to do it before you actually start the tattoo.
Oh, 100%.
But Leon, I printed out his gun from a thing I found on Cults, and that was fine. And then I ordered the cosplay, and I think I ended up spending close to like $700 just replacing gear and upgrading the holster, painting, weathering, and then obviously the wig. I had to get that commissioned for my friend because I'm absolutely hopeless with wigs. Never put a wig in front of me. I will ruin it. There was just a lot of work and labor that went into that. And the jacket, don't even get me started on the jacket. I had so many people asking me where to find that jacket. Because once I started uploading TikToks, it's like everyone asks questions about Leon because the things are so hard to find for him. So yeah, I think Leon was definitely up there for challenge and expense. So
that makes sense. I do like to include expense into that because a lot of the reason that my cosplays do get delayed or just, general work and stuff, being able to afford things, because yes, even if you buy the cosplay outright, you may need to make alterations, especially if you're bigger in certain places, as we were saying before. which will then need more material or other things. And then if you're making them, then yes, just being able to buy the bits and pieces. I will just read. D said, I've gone to conventions with my costume holding together with fabric, tape, and safety pins. And dreams. You just pray that it doesn't fall apart. Do you have a dream cosplay? I know you mentioned one that you want to do next year, but do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done?
I had to pick a dream cosplay to be Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5.
I'm seeing a theme here with a lot of Resident Evil.
yeah. I've kind of made it my mission to cosplay every man from Resident Evil. Who knows? I might even delve into the gender betting side of things as well. I got no opposition to that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
So you said you want to do all the
Resident Evil guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I'll throw it out there. I've played all the games. I really just enjoy the series. I consume all the media. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Nines.
How do you feel about like villains and stuff? Would you touch on, because I've mostly played 7 and 8. I do want to return to the other ones. I haven't streamed the other ones, but I've played them previously. Would you do someone like Heisenberg?
Yes, absolutely. Heisenberg is on that list. I have done Albert Wesker.
Yeah?
I've done a full Wesker cosplay.
We do love Wesker.
That was fun because I couldn't find a front lace wig for him. I could not find any wigs that would work. So I had to take, this is my natural hair. Thank you, Carlos. You make it easy. But I had to turn all this into a blonde slick back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I literally had to use a stupid amount of hairspray and putty to get it to stay because my hair is very thick. And then I had to go in with the one hairspray.
Yep.
Oh, that was not fun because it was just that cheap party hairspray that you find at the dollar store.
I've done green hairspray for a cosplay, and I had to lean over the bathtub and spray my hair with it.
No. Oh no! You see, that's probably a better idea than what I did. I friggin' stained my vanity.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was not fun, but it's okay. My parents don't care.
That's true. If you're at home as well, we were in a rental, so I was like scrubbing.
Oh no!
That's okay.
Oh dear.
Have you done many photo shoots?
I have not. I have, but I haven't. Not professional ones by photographers, because for me, I work full time. It's very hard to. The only reason I want to more, but it's very hard for me to organize that kind of thing.
Yep.
My friend lives like 10 minutes from me, and he's got a digital camera.
Yeah.
So because we're both big survival horror like character role players, cosplayers, we kind of just go out at night. When there's no one
very
around,
nice.
and we just do those kind of digital camera shoots with I've done plenty of Carlos. We're doing as Leon. He does James Sunderland. So he's bigger than Silent Hill stuff. I'm bigger than Resident Evil stuff. So he's done James Sunderland. He'll do Harry Mason and Pyramid Head as well eventually.
Yes.
Which would be really, really good to see. But
I love seeing Pyramid Heads at conventions because they're always so elaborate and they're so well made.
And there's always some sort of like spin off to it as well. They always do something unique with it, which I really like. I've seen a lot of female Pyramid Heads, and I've seen a lot of ink Pyramid Heads as well. I find that's quite a cool thing that people do. Apart from that, we don't really do many professional photo shoots, but I'd definitely like to get into it once I start, doing more cosplays and really diversifying.
Yeah. Well, when you do shoots or just take photos with your friend, how do you know how to pose?
Look, as I said, I've consumed so much Resident Evil media, and they all do the same pose. It's always something like with the gun, with the gun out, or with the pistol out, or they're tapping their ear bud.
Yeah.
Or, like Leon's always doing the same 3 poses in the remake and the original. So there's pretty concrete media to go off in terms of what is a cool pose for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Do you have any tips for cosplayers who are camera shy?
I think learning to get in front of a camera is really good. Sometimes I have terrible social anxiety. I came here today with all my stuff in a duffel bag because I was with my partner too, but I was too worried to come on the train today in my gear. As a TAC cosplayer, it's especially hard, but for me, I kind of just bag and then do it here. I would say, as someone with social anxiety, the best way to start is to learn how to do that kind of thing on your own, but in a private space. I like what Nine said about bringing people with you.
Yes.
That is, I completely agree. It makes it a whole lot easier for me. But I find that in general, if you don't have that option, having a private space or somewhere at night time or with a friend, even as one person, just learn how to be in front of a camera and be comfortable in front of a camera. I find once you master that, it's a lot easier to do that kind of thing in a public space.
Yep.
Either probably not alone in a public space, but with people in a public space. I find that's quite good. I'm still learning how to do it in a public space with in a smaller group of people or alone.
Yes.
But I find that just taking that first step to learn how to get in front of a camera on your own is quite
cool. Also, eBubs, thank you for the $100 donation. You didn't put it towards any of the incentives or rewards. So, all right. Well, there is a $100 signed Polaroid of the cosplayer. So after we're done here, is it okay if I'll get Alk to take a Polaroid photo of you, and then you sign it, and that's going straight to ebubs?
Me.
Yeah,
Yep, I'll
cool.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it would be something kind of cute to do. And then, like, I felt like $100 was, like, a good amount, especially if we have people interstate or, like, overseas and we have to send it to them. And it's for a good cause. So I was like, hell yeah. So if we see any $100 donors come through, that's why. Also, after this interview, we will be adding names to the little painting backdrop that I've added
Awesome.
there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, cool. I feel like you kind of touched on this, but how do you choose your characters that you cosplay?
Do they look like me? Because that makes it a whole lot easier.
Oh.
I really like cosplaying characters that look like me, especially now because of the amount of like effort I put in my cosplays and like the amount of different cosplays I've done. Like I've got my kind of signatures. I think Carlos is definitely one of them, but I like cosplaying a lot of different characters. But so it's kind of like I've become a little bit burnt out doing that. And now I kind of choose my cosplays based on, are they cool? They look like me, and I, you know, is it easier to transform to this character or not?
Yep.
And 3 is it from a series or a game that I enjoy playing or, you know,
Yeah.
consuming. Great example. I just finished The Evil Within,
Oh,
like
nice.
the video game, and I saw Sebastian Castellanos, and I thought,
Yeah.
he's next.
Done.
He's next. Done. Locked in. You are
Thank
next.
you so much. Best friend.
Everyone's getting dragged into that. I was just
Hell
saying because
yeah.
you know I'm part of that little group that Nines and I have, and I said, all right, you're doing Kidman, you're doing Leslie, you're doing Seb, aka me, you're doing Joseph. You know, like I've kind of dragged all my friends, and that's what we kind of do. And we did that with mouthwashing, but we kind of dragged everyone into our little, you know, cosplans, and because we're a group, we just
I do
go
love
with
that,
it.
that you
Yeah.
can, you have friends that'll be like, yeah, I'm down to do this because you like that, like, group or a
Yeah.
cosplay or a thing.
because it rotates.
Yeah.
Everyone gets, you know, a shot at what they want to do. Obviously, it takes. We'll get a Final Fantasy group. We'll get a Silent Hill group. We'll get a Resident Evil group. We'll get all those. We'll get all those groups done. Don't worry. But I lost my train of thought. What was I saying before?
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I also do very much the same thing. Like I said, I just babble and then I'm like, I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I just released a list of my cosplans, and I find that I've got a common trope here. I think I did Phantom of the Opera.
Yep.
Van Helsing.
Yep.
Nicholas Wolfwood.
Yep.
I got Bucky Barnes from Thunderbolts on there as well. We were doing Bucky Barnes.
So very dark, brooding characters.
A lot of
I like
a lot
it.
of a lot of dark like black cloaks, a lot of masks.
Yeah.
I put V for Vendetta on there as well.
Yeah.
I've kind of taken the whole like trope there, whatever that trope may be. It's that.
Also, I'll just use this to say thanks, Ebubs, for redeeming second and early crew, and thank you for the follow, Keltazi. I hope I said that correctly, and I am so sorry if I didn't.
Thank you.
Do you roleplay or get into character for events and cosplays?
Absolutely. I'm looking for Super Cup as we speak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm nerdy like that.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and I'll you know, I like Carlos. I like Wesker. I learned to do Wesker's voice. I'm not doing Wesker's voice today.
That's fair. I was like, I feel like if you say that, everyone's just going to wait for it.
I could. Once.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I did a cosplay with my friend, and I was Wesker and he was Birkin.
Yeah.
But he's got the face of Chase from House MD. He
Oh my
looks
God.
exactly like Chase from House MD. Pardon me.
That's okay.
I'm not sick. It's the changing of the seasons.
Changing the seasons and also when you talk for a long time without
That
stopping.
too. That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could talk for like 3 hours. Don't worry about that. But he's got the face of Chase, right? So I think that video went viral.
Yeah.
It got 100,000 views, and I put
Damn.
a comment out there saying, guys, this is William Birkin from Resident Evil. This is not Chase from House MD. That
Yep.
comment alone got like 6,000 likes.
Oh my God.
I didn't even pin it, like, 'cause you can't pin things on TikTok, right? So that was
Yeah.
just like, guys, please leave me alone. If I see one more comment, I swear.
That's so good.
But what was I saying? I can do the Wesker voice. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Here I am offering you my precious time, and you waste it by running around.
That's
Anyway.
so good because not even just knowing him from the games themselves, I also played Dead by
Dead by
Daylight.
Daylight,
so
yes, and-
it's all of his normal lines
Oh,
as well.
He's got 1,000 different like voice actors, but I mean, we all know that RE5 is probably the most iconic one.
Yeah,
guys,
there you go.
Capcom, this is my official pitch. If you are hiring, I am here and I am willing. Thank you very much.
Get you into a game or something.
If you decide to bring him back in Resident Evil 10, because I'll tell you the amount of like fans that are coping about it, that he's still alive after getting like blown up in a volcano.
It happens. It's, you know, characters
we're
like
here.
that
We're
survive all
open.
the time.
That's true. We are open though.
Okay. Do you have any advice for kids or teens or anyone who wants to start cosplaying?
Well, yeah. Look, I was a kid and I was a teenager when I started. I think it's kind of hard because when you come from a family that doesn't really understand it or like approve of it. Look, I'll put it this way. I am I come from a very traditional Lebanese family.
I get it. I'm Greek.
Yeah. So you understand where I'm coming from, but they really don't hate it. But sometimes it's kind of hard to understand why you want to dress up as someone else. And pardon moi again. Look, I just said to my dad, hey, look, man, it's just professional dress ups.
Yep.
You don't have to justify it. You don't have to explain it to anyone.
There's a lot of craft that goes into it too.
That too. Look, there's a lot of misconception that cosplay is a waste of time and money, especially among the older generations. Obviously, it's not the case for everyone, but there is that obviously common misconception. And I think as a teenager, it really is just about embracing it and doing what you love, because at the end of the day, you could be doing worse. There's there's more things you could do to disappoint your parents than be cosplaying. I can
that was
guarantee
always
you
my
that.
response.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think it's for me, it's like, and hopefully for everyone else, it's about learning that, like understanding that that's the case, and not being afraid to do it in your own time, and take the steps to improve your skills and learn how to do what you want, whether it be buying the cosplays and dressing up as your favorite character, or going full professional mode and transforming into a mirror image or whatever you want to do, or if you just want to do prop making, you want to do materials, you want to make the fabrics and the costumes themselves from scratch. It's just like, take that time and really understand that it is normal. It's a normal community. There's nothing wrong with it, and never be afraid to be yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not yourself, then are you really happy?
Yeah. You can't just be acting and to make friends and stuff. You will find the people that you connect with by being yourself and liking what you like.
Absolutely. It's a very transforming experience, I find, for a lot of people, and I think it's a really good one too. So yeah.
Do you have a cosplayer that you admire?
Taran_cosplay, please respond to my message. Okay, I'm really sorry. I remember I responded to a message of his 2-3 years ago. He got his car stolen at a car park.
Yeah.
And he put in a story, and I was like, Taran, I hope you get your car back, man, because look, I the more money that goes into you putting those cosplayers together, okay, I love it. Look, I was a big League of Legends player back in the day.
Okay.
As much as I hate to admit it.
I just started.
Oh. I do not. When? When was the last time? We do not play together. Thank you very much. I have not played League of Legends. I've been sober for 4 months straight now, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. But he used to do, because he's a really good set. Have you seen his set cosplays?
No.
Taran cosplay? His set cosplays are phenomenal. And his Silas cosplays, because I was a Silas main and a set main. And yeah, he basically did every character that I like. He's done Leon. He's done Silas. He's done Set. He's done like Kratos. No, he didn't do Kratos. Who did he do? He did Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, he did. He did Clive from Final Fantasy. He does all these awesome characters, a lot of them that I like. And he was my first legitimate inspiration for cosplaying, influencing wise. He genuinely influenced me.
Yep.
And that was freaking awesome. And yeah,
Hell yeah.
love that guy. Shout out Taran.
I will also pause for a moment. We do have Mr.
Yep,
Charity
not a problem.
outside the door.
I will take a Coke break. Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Look at this guy.
Mr. Charity's
Oh my
already
God.
in a dress.
So the goal was, if we got to $5,000 raised as a whole, I would wear this dress, right? But then as I was explaining that to someone, they go, what if I just donated $500? Will you do it? And I went, bet. And here we are. Now I'm in this beautiful dress. As you can see, it's got a leg slit. I've got a bit of a
Getting
Yeah.
a little steamy in here,
It's
guys.
Sorry. But we have been doing Shoeys as well. They're disgusting. $1 donate. Now you're probably thinking $1,000. That's a lot of money to do a shoey. That's crazy. Let me show you. We have the shoe here, right?
Oh dear.
Now this isn't the shoe. This is just a shoe, right? So you can see this is already.
Get a look at that.
This is the shoey shoe.
Oh no.
As you can see,
Mr. Charity.
it's crusty. It does
Okay.
not pass the smell test. They said that they were going to donate to make me do the shoey as well. So if we hit that goal, I will come in here and do that disgusting shoey to support you guys. But I just wanted to say to your community, thank you so much for being here and being a part of this. A really special event, and we are actually so close to the 5,000 raised. Ready.
Wow. That's fantastic.
4,400. All right, so we're very,
Fantastic.
very close. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for doing it well. You're absolutely incredible. And we're looking forward to coming in the future. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Sorry.
Thank
Beautiful.
you for allowing us to be involved.
No.
Awesome. Looking good, man.
He's got to go get prepped to take a shoey.
He's the man of the hour right now.
So that
For
was
sure.
Mr. Charity. He is basically running the event. Let me see if I can get a shout out in there, because in a bit, since I've had to do a shout out myself. Hopefully that works.
I gotta say, I'm with
Ex-
Golden Honey there on burning the shoe, but
Burn the
after
shoey
it's done,
shoe.
I think we can burn the
Has
shoe
to
after it's
take
done.
it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, I've never been so grateful for my sinuses to be blocked. So I think that was the one time that was actually worth having my sinuses blocked.
Actually, in saying that, Alk said before something smelled like feet.
Oh,
Maybe it was the shoe.
probably the Shoey
He
shoe.
probably just had that
Just
somewhere.
wafting this way.
Okay, so we have just a couple more questions.
Mhm.
What is your favorite con snack?
Favorite con snack? Honestly, I like the idea of beef jerky, as
Yep.
Nance was saying. But I gotta say, I always look for like a Pluto pop, some sort of like
Hell yeah.
hot dog. I love hot dogs, especially just like a con hot dog is always good. Drink wise, I always go for a blue Powerade or like a Gatorade. I'm not a big Hydrolite guy, but I'll drink Gatorade.
Yeah.
I like the blue flavor.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Plain sugar.
Yeah, just straight sugar, and it keeps you on keeps you on your toes, keeps you hydrated. Really good for that wig headache too.
Yeah.
Like a wig headache comes, like usually that's quite good at keeping it at bay. But yeah, those two are my go-tos. Sure.
Hell yeah. Then the question, what's your favorite Pokemon if you play?
My favorite Pokemon is. I get a drum roll.
Oh, it won't really.
I heard that. No, I can hear that. I can hear that. Da, 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 da. It's Lucario. I think.
Nice.
It's weird for me to say that because I never think about it. What?
Basic. Had a comment from Nines.
I am not okay. I was a huge Pokemon fan. I collected the cards. I was doing like the whole thing. And then I kind of I hate to say that I grew out of it because I know that like if it was like I'd still like, pardon my French, I'd fuck with it pretty hard even like nowadays. But it just kind of I kind of just didn't become that big into it anymore. But now my girlfriend she does like Pokemon quite a bit.
Hell
And
yeah.
she's a Rockruff enjoyer, which I respect. But I don't know. I was like Lucario. He was really cool. I like this design. I won't say Mega Lucario because that's like too cool. Honestly, it's a close equal between him and Rick. Am I gonna get judged for how I say the name?
Yeah.
The long green dragon snake man in the sky.
I just say Rayquaza.
I'm gonna say Rayquaza.
Yeah.
I should say Rayquaza. Rayquaza.
I say Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. I also really liked Rayquaza for a very long time, and I still do. So he's up there too, for
Cool.
sure.
And then anything else, tell the people.
Yes.
Whatever you want.
To be cosplayers or current cosplayers, please avoid getting burnt out. Work on one thing at a time, please.
That's a
for
very
your own
hard
sake.
thing to do.
I know, I agree. Coming from someone who can't do it himself, but trust me, it's a lot easier to be ahead of time and not get burnt out.
Thank you so much.
It was very hard for me
Best
to
friend.
keep cosplaying after I worked on like 3,000 things at once.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, like even today I was like, I really want to go and support the charity, but do I have the energy? I've been like working non-stop like crazy. But
Yeah.
I came out here today. I'm glad I did.
Thank you so much. Best friend.
And I'm able to keep doing all the stuff, but it was hard to do because I was pretty burnt out. So look, yeah, I think as long as you're taking care of your health and
Cool.
those are my wise words from Carlos Oliveira.
Very nice. Sorry, I'm just playing with the alerts here at the moment.
Not a
just to
problem.
make sure they're kind of out of the way. Also, just want to say thank you to It's Kizuato. I hope I said that correctly for the follow. Paraphernalia, Mayhem Cosplays. Also, thank you guys for the follows as well. It's great to have you guys with us. I just popped that in a group and that's not where it's supposed to be.
Is that MF Doom? No, it's Dr. Doom. Why did I say MF Doom? You know why I said MF Doom? Because I'm listening to MF Doom. I've been consuming more MF Doom than I have Dr. Doom media, and it's kind of just they're like interlinked in my brain
Are we
now.
up on? We might be
Oh,
up on
there's
the
Loki.
big screen
I think
because
we are.
I think they've noticed that
They can see us now. Put up
There
a
we
peace
go.
sign. Doom, give me a
Okay.
peace sign. Doom, give us a
Waving
peace sign.
to the guys back
Are
there.
they? Can they see us?
They should be.
Peace sign. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Good
a
stuff.
little bit delayed.
Great,
A little
awesome.
bit delayed.
Hey guys.
Cool. Well, that is all the questions that I have for now. But
No
thank you
worries.
so much. I will get Alk to go and take your Polaroid.
Yes, the Polaroid.
And I will need you to sign it because we are going to give that one to Ebobs, maybe in the room next door. And then also, I'll get him to take down your usernames because if we
yes,
make
not a
any
problem.
content, we tag you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was really great to be here.
Thank you so much for being our first cosplayers to be interviewed.
Not a problem. Yeah, we did. We jumped at it. We were like, yeah,
Yes,
bring it
absolutely.
on. Bring it on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the event. I can't speak. Oh my god. Okay, so that's our first cosplay guests done. Thank you to everyone who followed as well during that. I will get Alk or Ebobs if you're there. Can you please get someone else to come in next? While we do that, for every donation that is over $5, I am putting people's usernames, whoever donated, onto this little backdrop. I've got the little backdrop. Do you guys like it? I painted it this morning because I was like, I kind of want to put something that everyone can like be a part of, right? So I wanted to include that. I'm going to use the chair to hold it for a moment. And I'm going to put the usernames of the people who have already donated. So it's any donation over $5. If you do a $2 donation, it's only a shout out on stream. Also, courtesy of eBubs, we do have some sticky notes, which I'm going to be putting the names on. And I do have some texts. Mr. Charity donated $20 and just says, thank you. Thank you so much again, Mr. Charity, for having us. I'm going to just choose for the first few, maybe like a blue. I think maybe a blue. Cool. We're going to add. The first one was Allison. So I'm going to add Allison. Allison. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm just putting some usernames on here and then we can figure out who wants to be interviewed first. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, best friend.
And I'm sorry, there's only one chair. Nice ice. And Mr. Charity also donated too. I make it nice and clear for everyone to see. And I hope that the sticky notes stay on there. Sorry about the headphones if you don't. If you can't put them on. Oh, you got it. There you go. Yeah. So to start with, what is your name?
Bayleaf_6.
Bay, like leaf?
Yeah.
Or like that?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I know, I think the Pokemon's spelled the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. And please introduce yourself.
So I'm Bayleaf. I do cosplaying for about maybe 5-6 years. I do a lot of Marvel or DC, mainly villains. 'Cause I love bad guys.
We all do.
Yeah. I also do a few video game cosplays as well. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. I've got quite a few questions, but we'll
Okay.
try and get through them. What was your first cosplay and how did it go?
My first cosplay was the Riddler.
Yeah.
I think it was okay. Well, I just pretty much grabbed stuff that was out of my closet, like green shirt. Somehow had a purple tie.
Yeah.
Black pants, all that. Ordered a cane that I still use to this day. But yeah, no, the Riddler was like my first one. It was like kind of okay, but now like upgrade. Now I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
I still like it. I still like looking back at it.
Cool.
Pretty good.
What inspired you to start cosplaying?
Literally just everyone. I just like saw people doing it on the internet and just had no idea people actually did that. I was like, oh, people actually did. So that's kind of what started to get me into it. But I also liked dressing up or being a character of like someone who I'm like very much not.
Yeah.
I really like that aspect as well, just being someone who I'm not and just like having fun playing around with it.
You're not a bad guy.
I don't like to think so. No.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay,
No.
cool. All good. There you go. There's your answer.
Cool. Do you make or buy your outfits? And if both, what do you prefer?
I do a bit of both. Buying is very much easy. I definitely like to make my cosplay just for like better for environment and stuff. And sometimes I'm con date or maybe don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And always like to reuse the cosplays that I have. I use it for so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
That's good. I mean, I feel like a lot of villains probably
We'll
need
wear a
something
black
like
coat.
that. Yeah.
Black coat, all that.
Cool. What's the most challenging cosplay you've done so far?
A hard one. I've done. I did say I cosplayed a lot of villains. Probably Wolverine. Putting on that costume was not fun.
No.
I had to grow out my beard. That
Yeah.
was, oh my god, that was a nightmare. And then shaving it to do like the chops and everything. No.
Yeah.
Other than that, maybe the Joker, all that makeup and everything. But I love doing them, so like I'd always do it.
It's always, even though it can be difficult
Yeah.
and just time consuming, it's always a lot of fun to play with the makeup of things.
100%. Like the payoff with it as well. Once you put the costume on and everything, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a great feeling.
Cool. Do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done yet?
I have a few. I'll only say 2 because the list is very long.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do the Green Goblin. Especially like more comics inspired, making. Like
Yeah.
that. The other one is Doom Guy from the Doom games, especially like the first one, like Space Marine. Very simple and I just want like.
Have you done many photo shoots?
Surprisingly, no, I haven't. I think only this like near the end of last year, and then the next start of this year, like I kind of have, but no. Usually, I'll just like cosplay, in my room.
Yeah.
I'll usually just cosplay in my room, and then I'll like take photos. Like I'll usually just like move around and I'll be very expressive. One of my cons, like, no, I don't really take that many photos. I have like my best friend who I just forced to take photos of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, there's a wall, you're taking photos of me. Yeah. Not many shoots, to be honest with you.
Yeah, cool. No, that's fair. I also feel the same.
Yeah.
I know quite a few photographer friends, so if it's lucky, I can grab them. Or like, I know a lot of events. There's like Steam Kittens or like Snap Happy Ian. Just they have their booths and stuff set up, but you have to like join a queue if they have room and things. They're always lucky to get into, but a lot of the time I just get out to like just take photos of me because I'm like, hey, while we're here.
Yeah, no, I get a little bit nervous as well. Just like like asking people like, hey, do you mind and stuff like that. I mean, all the photographers and everything, especially like in Sydney or Australia as a whole, like bloody amazing. Like, they're so good. Oh my god,
they're so good at what they do, and they're good at making you feel comcomfortable
Yeah.
in front of the camera.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. How do you know how to pose when you take photos?
You want to know a secret? I don't know how to pose at all.
You don't know. You just make it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm comfortable with doing villains. I can always easy do it, easy smile, evil smile, do silly pose and everything. I like to cosplay a villain with a lot of colors and everything because you know you can do like a lot of goofy things with that. Where if I was cosplaying like Wolverine, I just have to look angry the whole time, and I can barely do that. I think one time I was standing there for like maybe 10 minutes and my face was just slowly turning into like a little smile and everything like that. My face is twitching and that. But yeah, secret. No, I don't know how to pose.
That's fair.
Just study the character. Just look at photos of the characters, get some references.
Yeah, very nice. Do you have tips for other cosplayers who are camera shy?
We're camera shy.
Yeah,
Don't be camera shy. Don't be camera shy.
Don't be camera shy.
Don't be me. Is what? No. No. Everyone's there to have fun and have a good time. Just go talk and everything. Just go talk to people with cameras or like just other cosplayers in general. I started doing that like start of last year, and I've gotten like a lot of amazing people out of it. Like a lot of amazing friends who are cosplayers or photographers. Like all you need to do is like just talk, even if it's just a hi, I love your costume, or hi, I love your shots or content. Like that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Don't be like me. Don't go talk to people.
Yeah, we was actually saying with the cosplayers that were in before, Blake and Nines, that having a group actually helps, especially if they're really into it and they hype you up as you're doing photo shoots as well.
Yeah, 100%. It does help.
Yeah, cool. How do you choose your characters? You said you do a lot of villains. Which ones? How do you choose which ones to do?
There's a little thing called hyperfixations.
Yeah.
Whichever one looks, quirky or wacky or a little bit goofy, I like to do.
Yep.
Yeah, really, it's just any characters like that, or like a little bit, slightly a little bit evil, Just any characters like that, or again, like it helps with the group. Is like if everyone's doing a group, like a Marvel group, for example, like it's very then. What was that?
That was just a gifted sub coming through the stream. So Ebob's gifted a subscription to Mr. Charity in my stream. So it just did have the Majora's Mask laugh come through. It's just kind of creepy.
I was gonna say, I have not heard that in a while.
Yep. So that's the laugh from Majora's Mask.
That's another one I want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just it. Whatever you like, honestly. But yeah, hyperfixations help.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Cool. You said that you like doing characters that you aren't like.
Yeah.
Do you role play at events when you get into these villainous characters?
I'll be honest, no, not really. I kind of like I don't really role play, but unless like if you like just go down to the kids at cons and everything like that. They're like for like the kids and everything like that. 100%.
Yeah.
Because like they're smiling, they're enjoying themselves, and they're also like a little bit timid and scared. Like people walking up to them. Oh.
Well, that is okay. Fix it.
Yeah, all good.
All right, cool.
I like if it was like kids and everything, I like role playing for them because they're just enjoying themselves like that.
Yep.
But yeah, no, typically no, I wouldn't really role play. Not my thing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Do you have any advice for kids and teens who want to start?
Just start. Just go have fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you can do anything you want. It doesn't have to be accurate or anything like that. I just picked whatever was out of the closet, honestly.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, it's close enough. Just go have fun, enjoy yourselves. It doesn't matter if people like don't recognize it or anything, as long as you can, and that's all that matters. Just have fun with it, honestly.
Cool. Okay, you say you're not like the characters, but which character have you cosplayed that you are most like? That's one of the questions.
Yeah, that's a damn. Yeah, probably Dante from Devil May Cry.
Nice.
That's the only redeemable one on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The only good character.
Only good character on there.
Okay, do you have a cosplayer, local or a big one, that you admire?
Ooh. A little bit. It sounds a little bit cringy, but really everyone who goes to the cons and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all my friends and everything, like really inspire me to go to the next level. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's really it. I don't really have like someone like I admire.
Yeah.
But all my friends and everything really push me to, go the extra mile with all my cosplay.
Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. Do you have a favorite convention snack or like food or drink that you rely on to get you through a con?
A good white monster.
Yeah.
A good one.
Nice.
a good white monster. Or, just sandwich would do.
Yep.
Anything like that. I mean,
Just sustenance.
sustenance doesn't matter what it is. Could be like a hot dog I found on the ground. I'd still eat it.
Anything that'll keep you going.
Exactly. We only deal with it after con, so it's fine.
Cool. I love that. We did have a question from one of the donations is favorite Pokemon if you play Pokemon, or if not, do you have one?
Bailiff.
Yeah, I was going to say. It was kind of simple there. And then last question, anything else you want to tell the viewers? Anything.
Cheers. Keep donating to the charity and to this lovely person here as well. Yeah, but future cosplayers, just go have fun, enjoy yourselves, make friends. Yeah, be yourself.
You got this.
Yes, exactly. You got this. Get it from me.
Heck
Also,
yeah.
vote for Loki.
Vote for Loki for president.
Vote for Loki for president.
All right. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you so much.
We'll have our next lovely guest. Would you please introduce yourself?
I've been cosplaying since I was probably 13 to 16, and yeah, I'm a makeup artist as well.
That's where the makeup
Oh,
comes in.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Cool. What was your first cosplay and how to go?
Yeah, my first probably America from Italia.
Yeah?
When I was 13.
Yeah.
It was a cosplay I had to get my mother to help me make out of her wardrobe. Sadly.
Hey, that's pretty sweet.
It
That
was
she
my
helped.
first ever convention as well. I was very shy. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know how to style a wig.
Yep.
No makeup. Looked chopped.
Yeah.
That's cosplay I did. What got me into cosplay in the end.
Cool. What inspired you to start your cosplay with your mum?
Well, my mother just kind of helped me with the cosplay. They were like, oh, what is this? Why are you dressing up? What's going on? When I was like 13 and all that, I was like, oh, don't know, don't own this, don't own a leather jacket from Italia. Like, character wears a leather jacket. I was like, would you perhaps own a brown leather jacket? And they're like, surprisingly, yeah, we do. And then my mum went to like a charity shop and all that, tried to look for like camel brown, like suit and all that. Yeah. With like a little military jacket and all that. So I was like, trying to look for all that. There was very much my first ever cosplay was a DIY cosplay. Like a lot of it was DIY.
We love that. That's a good way to get into it, especially just finding things you might have at home or like going to like a charity shop, like a thrift shop helps so much.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you now make or buy your outfits? And if both, what do you prefer?
Yeah, I try and make or DIY my outfits. Sometimes I buy them. I mean, it's more sport, but I have DIY'd it where I painted this all glossy color. So I use eyeshadow and some black and red paint and spray paint. And then I burnt the edges and all. So I always find like you can buy cheap cosplay and all that and DIY it. I always say like to people like, doesn't matter if you buy a cosplay and all that, just customize, make it you, do something to it. And I always just find like wash your cosplay as well. Do not just take it out of the bag and put it on. Like please wash it.
Always wash your cosplayers. You just don't know if that's been like returned or like where it's kind of come from. Yeah.
Like, in the dark, like please wash it.
Absolutely. What's the most challenging cosplay that you've done?
Ooh, I feel like the most challenging I've done a few, like the gambling special effects a lot. I think the most challenging one I have done would probably have been the Picky Toby in a way. I did Creepypasta ages back. It was my first doing special effects and I made a prosthetic with Tiki Toby on the gash of the marks and all that. And my first time making a prosthetics, I had no idea what I was doing. And that was very much a DIY cosplay as well because you can't go online and just Google Tiki Toby cosplay. Nothing's coming up, trust me. So a lot of it was, you know, for
Very
shopping.
unique one.
Oh yeah, and then cover myself in blood. And I found having to go in public covered in blood, axes on you, big gash on your mouth. Yeah, it's a very interesting look you'll get around the street. People are just gonna look at you and be like, "You need help."
We have had a few people already say like just getting side-eyed on like public transport on the way to cons and things as well, just in general.
Oh,
but I feel like that
It's part
one.
of it. It's part of being a cosplayer. I find.
Yeah.
You just gotta be confident and just look away from it.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done yet?
Oh, plenty of cosplays. I have a dream of doing. I have a dream to do Malice from Twisted Wonderland. Loki from Marvel Rival was the classic skin. I really want to do that, but building that armor and all that. I am not much of an armor builder, so I was like, oh, I've done a Loki cosplay. What was God of Time Loki, which I had Parkour Ninja. He makes a lot of prosthetics and he builds a lot of his cosplays and all that. He made me a lot of like the helmet and stuff and all that. He's an amazing cosplayer and prosthetic maker himself. I'd recommend him if you know, need a prosthetic made.
Yeah. That's so cool. I don't actually know too many people who make prosthetics and stuff. I would probably just be the person that's like, I can do this myself, and then like
We
struggle.
all think that. Trust me, I'm like that. I'm like, oh, I can make it, and then it's like 2 a.m.
Thank you so much. Best friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I have a very bad habit of seeing people do cool things and being like, I can do that, and then not like in a I'm better than them kind of way, just being like, I know I can do that, and then it's a lot harder than I thought.
Oh
and-
yeah, we all get confident. We're like, oh no, we can do it, we can make it, and then you're 1 a.m. on like at 9, and you're like, I haven't even painted it yet.
Yep. How am I gonna get this on?
Thank you so much. Best friend.
As well. Have you done many photo shoots? And if so, how do you prep for a photo shoot?
Yes, I've done a lot of photo shoots. Oh my goodness, help me. How do I prep for a photo shoot? I always find I have a special makeup routine I do that keeps my makeup on lasting all day. Special powders I will use. Special eyeshadows I always find. When it comes to a photo shoot, I always recommend to cosplayers and anyone out there that's doing a photo shoot, have poses ready. Make a Pinterest board. Have all your poses ready. You know, make sure your makeup's in. Make sure you don't forget anything. Make sure your wig is on. Make sure it's not showing your hairline. Make sure you're wearing good contacts. Don't buy cheap contacts, people. You know, they're dangerous. Buy good contacts. I know they're expensive, but like in the end run, it's good for your health. I always find, you know, make sure you're wearing a costume that is, you know, not going to be too heated, not too hot, and you can move around in. I know a lot of cosplayers that wear a lot of cosplays that are too hot and like they can't move in, and they're bringing fans to cons and all that. And I always just say, you know, DIY in a way where it is comfortable. I get you want to, you know, be the character and all that, but make sure it's safe. Like, be safe.
I have been to many cons where, you know, the wig isn't sitting on properly, or you're wearing cheap contacts, or the shoes aren't meant to walk around like 50,000 steps a day, and you're just overstimulated.
The high heel
and-
divas.
Yeah,
I see them at cons. I don't know how to do it.
I can't do it anymore. But respect to anyone who
Oh
can.
yeah, definitely.
How do you know how to pose for a photo shoot?
I'm a little bit of a poser. That sounds so bad when I say that out loud. No, but I just kind of have the pose in my head. I kind of get into the character, just kind of in my mindset. I'm like, if I'm going to pose like the character, I gotta kind of get into the character, get into what poses I want. I've always been someone that can just flash a pose straight away. But I mostly actually make a Pinterest board, so I'll look up poses and all that, and then I'll save them and all that. And then when I'm there and the photographer's setting up and all that, I'll check my board. Okay, I'm gonna go do this pose. And then I kind of just have the poses in my head, and I try and be quick with them and all that. I always find, I see a lot of cosplayers, they go to a photo shoot and they're like, I don't know what pose I want to do. Let me just Google it real quick. Don't do that. Don't waste the photographer.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Make a Pinterest board. It's not hard. Come on.
Tips for cosplayers. You already said the Pinterest board, but tips for people who are camera shy.
Yeah. Like the Bailey said, don't be, you know, I always say, like, get into the character, you know, just be confident. I always find being shy and all that, you're just at the end going to regret it. You're going to be like, oh, why was I shy? Why was I nervous? You know, just don't be, you know, doesn't matter if you've got a lisp. I've got one, you know, we all got disabilities. We all got stuff. Don't be shy and all that. I always find, even if you are shy, it doesn't matter. You know, you're there for a day. You're here to have fun. Everyone there is going to have fun. Doesn't really matter. Do something silly. Don't regret what you do. You know, we're all dressed up. We're all, you know, being silly. We're all having fun. We're all making TikToks. We're all here to see friends and all that. You know, don't be shy. Be you. Just be you.
Yeah, I've definitely been in that seat where I've gone to like Steam Kittens at an event or something, and I've gone to take photos with them, couldn't think of a pose, had something really small and not great, and then I look at the photos later and I'm like, oh, why was I just so timid and shy and just not like do my research beforehand?
human,
but
though.
also, I just held myself back and just regretted it afterward, I think.
I feel like we do that.
Yeah. How do you choose your characters?
Yeah, I'm very much of a, do I find them cute? Do I want to cosplay that? I always find I'll watch a movie or get into a comic, get into a video game, maybe an anime or something. I'm like, is that cat? You know? That was me when I was in Marvel and Scarlet Witch came up with. I always just find I try and look for the characters that kind of I feel like I could kind of make the costume or I could myself be in. I always just find like if I have a crush on the character, I'll cosplay it. You know, I like the cosplay characters I'm in love with. I know a lot of cosplayers out there that cosplay what their followers want them to cosplay. And I was someone like that. I used to cosplay a lot what my followers wanted, and I, in the end, kind of just cosplay what I like now. Yeah, I always find, listen, you can do that and all that, but do what you love, buy what you love. At the end of the day, you know, when you buy a costume, it's gonna be hard to sell it afterwards, you know. And don't buy a costume just to wear it once.
Yep, I do like that. I have like a whole trunk at home of cosplays that I've worn once, but I'm like, I will wear you again one day.
One day, collecting dust every day.
I do like these cosplay photo shoot events that are happening because, like, maybe I can wear them again at some point.
Oh, definitely. I always just say, you know, we always have them people are like, I'll wear you again one day, and you're just trying to find the perfect event. Maybe a cosplay group will come along, and you're like, oh my god, I already have the cosplay and all that. And I always find like, you don't feel like you're gonna do the cosplay again, and you're like, oh well, I've paid this much money for it. Just get your use out of it. I see a lot of cosplayers where they buy cosplays, they spend all this money just to wear one, just for a con. You can wear the same cosplay over and over again to a con. I wear a lot of the time Scarlet Witch or Loki, or like I've done Jujutsu Kaisen, I've done Sukuna, I've done Chozo, I've done Kinjaku, and I've done the special effects. I've done Mahito. I've done it over and over again. I always say like everyone's different at a con, and like it is way more funner when you get to cosplay the same character over and over again.
Yeah, very good. I am not yet at that stage. I think what's holding me back from repeating cosplays is, especially the ones that I've made, I'm like, I want to improve it. I know what I can do to improve it. Until I improve it, I'm not wearing it. But then that also delays it because then I'm like time or energy or, hey, another cosplay that I want to do.
New show comes out and you're like, wait, but I have to cosplay that now.
Wait, I love that character.
No, that's so real.
Do you have any advice for kids, teens, anyone who wants to start cosplaying?
Yeah, start small. You know, I know you guys will, you know, look at a character maybe from a big anime and you're like, oh, I want a cosplay. You know, I always say try and DIY the cosplay first, just if you can get into it. I always say like, you smaller cosplayers, you can buy a costume. You know, nothing wrong with that. But, like I always find when you're a beginner cosplayer, making your own costume is actually way more fun. You get to be a part of the community in that way, where you're making your own costumes and you're having fun. And in the end, it doesn't really matter if you make your costume or not. I find being at the event, making friends and just having fun, buying some stuff, you know. I always say for smaller cosplayers and all that, don't be shy. You know, we're all here to have the fun. Age or not, you know, we're all here to have fun. We're all just, you know, dressed up. At the end of the day, we're all human. You know, it doesn't matter if your cosplay is not the best and all that. Not a beauty competition. Doesn't matter if your makeup's not good or not. Doesn't matter, you know, we're all having a beginner. Just practice makes perfect, and you know, we'll all get there, and like, you know.
Thank you so much, best friend.
Caffeinated 81. I appreciate it. Out of all the cosplays that you've done, which character are you most like IRL?
I would probably say maybe Loki.
Loki?
Very much. He's my obsession. He is my obsession. I worked the hardest with him. I had the most support with making that cosplay. Then again, ParkourNinja helped me a lot making that cosplay. I got the cosplay commissioned itself, and it was a big cosplay. I died. It was a dream to do Loki. I dreamed to do Loki, and I always found like I have. I'm not a red flag, I swear, but I find I have some personality with Loki. I am a middle sibling, you know, very much the black sheep of the family, you know, little mischief. I get in trouble a lot especially when I was a kid. I was a little troublemaker as a kid, so definitely match his energy.
Okay. Do you have a cosplayer, local or bigger, that you admire?
Oh, I have a few. Admire Bmos.Cos. I think Bmos.Cos person, very talented, very can't make amazing wigs. I'm always someone trying to learn how to make wigs. not the greatest at making it. Parkour Ninja again. He's amazing.
We do have a couple of donations that just came through. So Aaron donated $5 for putting his name on the cosplay board, which I will do after the interview. Thank you, Aaron. And Anonymous said, Wanda, I emoji, for $100, receive a signed Polaroid of the cosplayer. So after the interview, if it's okay with you, Alk will take a Polaroid of you and get you to sign it. And I guess we'll have to try and figure out who Anonymous is, or maybe give it away to someone for the signed Polaroid.
Definitely.
Thank you. Only a couple more questions left. What is your favorite con, snack, or food, or something?
Oh, listen, any beginner cosplayer, any cosplayer out here, let me be truthful. Do not be me. I fast. I fast for a whole 2 weeks before the con. I'll drink, definitely, but I just don't eat. Do not do that. Okay, do not do that. But if I do have to say, I like to get a little coffee, a little iced coffee, caramel latte with almond milk, you know.
I don't have the almond milk, but I'm literally drinking an iced caramel latte.
Yum. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good. I like to have. I try not to eat at cons. I have braces on in that moment, so I find everything gets stuck in my braces at the moment. But if I am going to have a con snack, I like to go and I find like lunchtime. I go with my friends and we'll go sit down. We'll have a chat, talk, eat cos a little bit, and relax. I always say to cosplayers, make sure you bring your contact case. You know, you don't want to have your contacts in for too long, and especially cosplay contacts are not great for you. So always like bring a contact case. If you can take off your wig, take off your wig. I don't know if it's glued on like mine. You're cooked. If you're able to take off accessories and all that, you know, it does get hot and it can get annoying in the cosplay. But I always find like I just like to go buy lunch, buy dinner with friends and all that. But if I had to say my guilty pleasure, Maltesers. I like bringing Maltesers to a con, sneaking them in and just snacking on them when no one's looking.
Yeah, nice. Maltesers are a good one. I find that they're one of the snacks that we always have at like friend gatherings because everyone always wants Maltesers.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. So we did have a question asked before. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, I'm a little bit boring, but I will have to say Charmander. I've always been a Charmander kid.
That's okay. I do love Charmander as well. That's not my favorite, but definitely up there as one of the better ones. Yeah.
Nah, I've always been a Charmander girl. I mean, like I've got a few little Charmander merch at home, and I don't know. I'm always gonna say Charmander. If anyone asks me, I'm always gonna say Charmander. He was my first Pokemon card I ever got when I did. My friend was swapping Pokemon cards, and he gave me a Charmander card because he didn't want it. And then I will always say Charmander, number one. In my book.
And anything else you want to tell chat or the viewers before you finish up?
Yeah. Please donate to charity. This is for children. You know, this is for a good cause. And, you know, these people here are amazing. They're doing a good cause as well. And they're trying to help, you know, this charity as well. And I thank everyone here who's came and listened and, you know, listened to me blabber and talk, especially to my lisp. I'm sure a lot of you have been like, oh God. But thank you for donating. Thank you for, you know, the subs, you know, thank you just for being a part of it. Just even if you're viewing, you're not doing anything, just thank you for being here. You know, this is for a good cause. This charity is for, you know, people in need, and like, you know, just thank you so much.
And thank you guys for letting me interview you. It's been great.
No, thank you.
I will get Alk to take that Polaroid of you now and get you to sign it.
Yeah.
And I'll also get him. Oh, have you already gotten their names? Just to make sure like the usernames are the same as the names that we've had here. So if we make any content from this or it's posted anywhere, we can tag you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Easy.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again. Thank you guys for donating as well. This is our little kind of like intermission before we get some more cosplayers in here to interview. I lost the things that I was using. We'll go with the purple notepads. Also, Aaron, that's totally fine. Thank you so much for donating anyway. $5, any dollar amount is really is for a good cause. If anyone doesn't know, oh, Calf and Honey, thank you so much for the $100. Did you want a Polaroid of the cosplayers, or that was just a $100 donation? I'll add that to the board as well as I go. We'll go, I don't know what color. A green? We'll go green. Green on purple. We are very close to $5,000 for the event total, by the way. We are currently at $355 for our goal, but the event total is $5,000, and we are at $4,901.01. So we're doing quite well for those ones. I'm going to add Aaron up here to the board. Aaron Aztec. Thank you so much, Aaron. A good friend of ours and the community. But yes, as I was saying, any donation amount, any dollar donation goes to a good cause. If you guys didn't know, we are streaming for Barnardos Australia, who help children in need, helping children who deal with homelessness, who deal with domestic violence, who deal with all kinds of troubles, and also helping parents who need support as well. So everything is very much going to a good cause. Oh, is it? I'm going to write anonymous up here as well, because whoever you are, thank you. I'm going to put you down there. And then we had Kath and Honey have a $100 donation. But Caffeinated, did you want a signed Polaroid of the cosplayer? Or a signed Polaroid of us? Because there's currently no cosplayer. Or the next person? Kath and Honey. There we go. Alks. It's not Alk. His head is the stream. While we wait and get another cosplayer in here, I will put it on the screen so we can see what everyone is doing. So we do have an event going on the fortress floor, as you guys can see now, where they're taking photos of the cosplayers that are joining us today. It's like a little photo shoot moment. There is a raffle going on. There are a few things happening out there. And it is all thanks to Mr. Charity. So I will also give Mr. Charity another shout out, because he is the one that has organized this whole event. There we go. Have they noticed that they're on stream? I think we were up on the big screen at some point as well. Oh, that one's the QR code. Are we still up there? We are still up there. So there are people. That's cool. There are, like, we are up on the big screen. Hello to everyone out there. I don't know if they'll be able to see us and tell. But yes. Do you want to go find cosplayers to interview? Send Alk out on a mission so we can get that going. Oh! Did we do it? Are we at it? He's gonna... Oh, hold on. Let me tell you.
$5 grand, that is absolutely wild! Cheers to them all!
$5 grand, so he's doing the Shoey. Very good, very good.
It's a fungus.
Oh,
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
there we go.
So much for being here. Now, we still have some amazing things happening later today, so stay tuned for more.
Cool. We swapped over at a good time. The interviews stopped for a moment, and we swapped over at a great time. What is your name? So I can just write it on the screen.
Ninja.
What? Parkour Ninja? I heard hardcore for a second. Wait, I spelt it wrong. Parkour Ninja Cosplay. Could you please introduce yourself?
I go by Parkour. Is it getting the mic? Because I might as well just take the helmet off it.
It's totally up to you. What was your first cosplay and how did it go?
My first cosplay was Astronaut Pike. It's a League of Legends cosplay. SmashCon 20. My very first con, and that was an interesting experience.
Yep.
Yeah, going in solo for the first time, not knowing anyone in connections.
Yeah, 2023, only a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Started cosplaying 3 years ago.
That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. What inspired you to start?
Well, funny enough, I had a injury on my pinky, and the idea is I was in rehabilitation, and in like 6 weeks of like doing nothing, definitely gets you bored. So I discovered cosplay from there, and before I did get injured, the idea was I made a lot of cardboard props and stuff.
What a good time to start.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the idea is, yeah, like in the end, I think it's like a voice of like creativity, you know, starts with the cardboard props, goes into EVA foam, and now 3D printing.
Yeah, cool. Do you make or buy your outfits? If both, what do you prefer?
Oh, that's a tough. I have reasons for both, you know. The idea is like I tend to make my cosplays if it's something that's very interesting to me, you know, something that can't be bought, you know, and if it's a series that's, you know, I'm not too familiar with, then I'll probably consider buying it, just because, you know, I'd rather spend, you know, $100 on a cosplay rather than 2 weeks making something. So.
Cool. Yeah. What's the most challenging cosplay you've done?
There's definitely, I think with all my cosplays, there's some level of challenging aspect to them all. I think the most challenging one, usually I think the one I'm currently making is quite challenging. That's only because it's due in 3 weeks. So I got
time crunch.
The con crunch is terrifying. So
yeah. No, that's cool. Do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done?
A dream cos I haven't. I do. I think one of my ideas was like me and a couple of good cosplay friends. We were going to do like a pretty big cosplay group, and the idea is, at a deadline, so like 8 months, we're all going to make this, and it's going to be awesome. And then it's just a matter of trying to get the detail done, and because I think I don't necessarily have a specific dream cosplay, because I just I think of the idea, I'm like, I can do it. It's just a matter of time and resources, really.
Yeah, that's fair. Have you done many photo shoots, seeing as this is like a photo shoot event?
Yeah. Recently, like I guess this year and the year before, I've definitely done a lot more photo shoots. Before, because I think one of the mistakes I make, like to any cosplayer out there, is not having enough footage or photos of your cosplay. So, at the start of my journey, I had plenty of like full cosplays, but I literally only had like 3 photos or 2 videos. Photo shoots are definitely a thing you should consider,
Yeah, that's fair. I have come from events and regretted not getting photos or videos and stuff just because I was like too shy or something. So I definitely understand that. Also, thank you to eBubs for the $500 donation. Thank you. We'll probably get assigned. Well, if it's okay, because at the $100 donation mark, we have a receive a signed Polaroid of the cosplayer. So if you're happy, is it okay if we take a Polaroid of you and you sign it? It'll
totally
be
fine.
after the interview anyway. Cool. Thank you. How do you prep for a photo shoot?
Prep for a photo shoot? Well, I haven't actually sat down to, I guess, formally think about it. The idea is, I've got some reference photos, making sure my cosplay is all in a good condition, and the idea is, just go with the moment. Depending on the photographer, sometimes, just gotta, more communication is very important, and just trying to get the vision and try to get the photographer to be on the same page.
Yeah, cool. Very nice. I always like lose where I'm up to. Do you have any tips for cosplayers who are camera shy?
Cameras, I've been there before. The idea is, I guess it just comes with experience and like time, I think, because the idea is, the more you cosplay and the more you realize that, just there to have fun with it, and you don't really need to think about, others' opinion. I've had moments where it's like, this cosplay looks a little bit weird on me, but that's my own head, in reality. I know plenty of people are like saying, nah, that's wrong, you look good enough. So it's just a matter of, I guess, self-confidence is a thing that needs to be bypassed that threshold.
Yeah, I also feel like, especially if you've like made your cosplay, what parts are missing or like what parts you could have done a little bit better. So I think you get in your head a lot about that, because I know I do.
Nah, for sure.
How do you choose your characters?
Well, there's a thing where I'm making a lot of reels right now, and I think one of the ideas I'm trying to make is like, the 3 ways I pick my cosplays. The first one is like, it's an ambitious character I really want to do. I'm gonna set the time to do it. Then the second form of character I choose is the idea that it's a character someone else wants me to do. It's like a collaboration thing. I'm like, sure, I'll buy the cosplay or I'll make something real quick. And the third one is the voices, the voices.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, because like I'm like halfway through a project and suddenly the voice is like, do something else. I'm like, but that's the process.
We did just have Panda in chat ask, would you say that a cosplay with a mask might help with those that are camera shy?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I first started cosplay wearing a mask as the thing, and the idea is, I guess now it's part of my brand. There is a level of like camera shy to like the whole idea of cosplaying and stuff. And the mask definitely helps, at least for me, because the idea is, I guess some cosplayers might not be keen on wearing a mask purely because they have the idea of trying to try to cosplay a character with pure perfection. But ultimately, again, cosplay what you want, and the mask definitely helps, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, introverts, where it's it's hard to express emotion and try not to get a little bit like spooked out and stuff. But
yeah, no, I totally get that, because like even when I do like a shoot or a character or something, I'm always like, what do I do with my face, or what do I do with my hands? I feel like the mask at least would help that a little bit. When you cosplay, do you role play or like get into character for events and photo shoots?
There's a fine line, I think, for me at least. Whenever I'm doing my reels and my video content, I definitely like try to get into character. But I guess one of my main things as a cosplayer is it's more me as the individual embodying like what the character is, but not exactly going full into character. Because I think, at least me personally, when someone's in full character and not, I guess, picking up on social cues, it can get a little bit awkward. Annoying at times, but it works.
It makes sense. Very relatable. When you make cosplays, what materials do you swear by?
Materials, foam, absolutely foam. I've worked with foam for like 2-3 years now. It's like, it's very much the lifeblood of my cosplays, at least, And I guess, there's definitely different types of genres of like cosplayers. You've got the fabric seamstress, you've got the armorers, you've got the 3D printers, and you've got clay sculptures. There's plenty of like different types, and it's just finding what's the most comfortable with you.
Yeah, cool. Do you have any advice for kids, teens, or others who want to start cosplaying?
Start cosplay? I guess start off with a character you're passionate with. Start small, obviously, because I know young, still figuring things out. But the idea is, just do what you want, and I guess find like similar close friends and have a good time with cosplay. And I'm sure when you get to when you're 18 and you've got, I guess if you are going to uni or have a lot more time, finished high school, that's when you consider if cosplay is something you really want to do, and that's when you can up the game, buy more expensive cosplays or create that dream cosplay,
Yeah, definitely. Which character that you've cosplayed are you most like in real life?
It would probably there's a League of Legends character named Shen. He's very much a ninja, similar to how my brain is. I guess the aspect that he embodies within me is the idea of balance and control, the idea that, you gotta at least protect the ones who need help others when they can, and try to keep things in the balance, as they say,
Yeah, cool. I actually like that answer. I've only just started getting into League, which is a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
I've been teetering on trying it out for a while. I played it at a couple of events, and I just held off because of other games, and I was like, you know what, full send.
Nah, for sure. It's I think for me, it's at least in the cosplay community, I'm trying to make more League, people cosplay League, because it's a series many people like, and the idea is, I always say, look at the lore, look at the videos, understand what the story is about, but don't play the game.
Don't
Stay away from the game.
That's fair, because I really liked Arcane as well.
Yeah.
And then I just have friends, and my partner's played League before.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I guess now's a better time than any to start. So why not? And already I'm just kind of like, oh, there's so much going on. Yeah. Do you have a cosplayer, local or bigger, that you admire?
Oh, I definitely have a lot of... I guess at least me personally, I'm not the one to idolize cosplayers that much, but the idea is, I definitely have cosplayers I look up to, look at how their progress is going, keep a track on, it's just in the end, I'm messaging them constantly. And I think one of the biggest inspirations I know is his name is Barnardos Australia. He's definitely helped me with the content game and, keep things in check, it's pretty cool dude, so yeah.
Yeah, cool. For conventions and other events that you cosplay at, do you have a go-to con snack or food that you rely on?
Well, to all the cosplayers out there, make sure you eat healthy. That doesn't apply to me, because at least for me, the idea is at least I don't tend to eat during a con, because at least my head is just it's a social event. A lot of people around. Try to use as much time as you can to socialize and build connections. Eating can come later. The idea is once over, then I'll go for a big dinner. Something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Almost everyone that we have interviewed so far has been like, eat healthy, look after yourself. It doesn't apply to me though, because I do this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We did have a question added before, just from people who donated. What is your favorite Pokemon if you play Pokemon? Otherwise,
how familiar with Pokemon in general? Because I'm pretty sure, I could be
any.
Take a guess, and you'll probably have it. Well, it's obviously Greninja.
Nice,
a
ninja.
Yep, Greninja. Yep. The Mega's cool, but to me, I'm it's kind of lazy because it's flipped upside down, which is cool. But I'm could have done something more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And then last question: anything else you want to say to chat or the viewers or anyone who might get in? I just realized they're doing a Pokemon TCG.
Oh,
wait! It might take too long. Hold on, because I've got the transition.
Yeah.
Very good. They got the Entei. Yeah. One more. Okay. Oh wait, are they? They're taking turns now. Right. There. I know, but I'm so. As the ask about the Pokemon. Struggling. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And a Leafeon. That's good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, we're on the last question. So I think we've got someone waiting outside. Evie Grove. Can you imagine? Or something. Apom, Alcremie, Joltik, Dragonair. And a Vaporeon! Nice! Hell yeah. Alright, I've got one more for the Suicune one. Oh, it didn't do it. Oh, a Celebi, that's okay. A lightly clap. Alright, I'm gonna swap back now. So, the last question was, do you have anything else to say to chat?
Enjoy yourself while you're, I guess, if you're going to be a cosplayer, ultimately treat your happiness as your #1 priority, you know? Use it as a form of an escapism. The world's a little bit chaotic, but, enjoy yourself while you're cosplaying and have fun with friends. Definitely have a lot of, I guess, fun with friends, because that's really what the cosplay is fundamental.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for the interview, and I hope you're having a great time and getting some good photos.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah, this is actually my first.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm using a repurposed version of my Ren Fair outfit.
Ren Fairs are great. Can I just get you to introduce yourself? And yeah, so chat knows what's going on. Yep. Sorry, I'm just like looking at the screen, but that's okay. Yeah, peek more into that one.
I'd like to know.
Who you are, what you do. You said this is your first event. What got you into cosplay?
Well, I actually knew one of the organizers. It's been very interesting. Like, I'm realizing that I always thought I was a little bit of a geek into geek culture. I'm realizing how surface level I really am, just walking around. There are references I don't understand. It seems to put it.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad. I don't know. I'm glad it's like, I don't want to say eye-opening. There's like another way of putting it, but I'm glad that you are delving into it a little bit more. I think that's cool. Well, I feel like all of these are a bit hard. Have you ever done a photo shoot before for any other outfits or like Ren Fair stuff?
When I was a teenager, modeling for a catalog before I grew out all my...
Thank you so much, best friend.
Yeah, that's cool. So you've got a little bit of experience within the photo aspect of it.
Yeah, I'm very rusty now.
That's okay. It's been a little bit. What do you do to prep for a photo shoot, or what did you do to prepare for a photo shoot?
Usually it begins with just dyeing my hair, getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
When I was here, everything handled, but lighting, those.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for anyone who's like camera shy on how to pose, or like just to get rid of the nerves a little bit?
You kind of just have to focus on a single point.
Yeah.
If you're just looking at the camera's lens, don't find it. Might be looking at you otherwise. Got to look against or to lighting.
That's actually really good to think about, because I always think, there are eyes on me, there are people watching me, so I think I overthink that. But actually just thinking about the lens as the object instead. That's really good advice, actually. When you go to Ren Fairs and stuff, do you get into character? Do you like role play a little bit?
Not so much. I like to just kind of look authentic. This is fake synthetic chainmail, but it's a bit of a history thing. I dressed up as a Moorish guard. The Moors were people in ages that conquered Spain. They were Muslims, so urban, gifted to Sikh friend and fire.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome, actually. Have you been going to Ren Fairs for a long time?
No, that was actually my first, and now this is my first cosplay.
Okay, so you're like really getting into like the dress up side of things.
Yeah, very big beginner, I suppose.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I've only started going to like Ren Fairs as of like last year. I've always wanted to, and I knew about them, but I never really went to them or just had people that were into it like I was. So I found out that there's the Blacktown one and Winterfest that happen in Sydney. I think one of them were cancelled this year though.
Yeah, I went to Winterfest. It might have been the Blacktown cancelled. But
yeah.
What's really encouraging, the same as here today, is it's just seeing how many normal people, everybody's sort of their best selves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess when you're outside of all of this stuff, you have a certain idea of instantly dispelled.
We were discussing this with another person before who we were interviewing. They said that when they were younger, they had like a preconceived idea of what it was to be like a cosplayer or to dress up in character. And, I think there's just like a lot of judgment that comes with it. But when you're actually doing it yourself, you realize the community's quite welcoming and everyone's just like having fun and just dressing up because they can. And there are people that go a little bit further and become the character, and that's like their form of like acting and stuff. But a lot of the time, everyone's just chilling, and I really, I really enjoy it. So I'm glad that you're getting like that side of it as well. Do you have any advice for people who are wanting to get into it, seeing as you're just starting to come to these events and things?
I think you just have to take the plunge.
Yeah?
It's not going to be as awkward as...
Yeah. A lot of people are quite welcoming too. Yeah, cool. Have you seen any cosplayers or people that go to Ren fairs or other artists or anything that you've seen online before that you admire and sort of like hooked you into it? Or is it just you got into it by knowing people?
Knowing people.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of just get brought along as a group activity.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Have you done much like charity work, like raising money for charities and stuff?
No, not directly. I was part of a non-for-profit that wasn't anything direct.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's quite cool because a lot of people within the community as well, within cosplay and streaming and stuff, it's quite common to do like charity stuff. So like something like this was really easy to integrate into a lot of the cosplay stuff. So it's been cool to see people of all different places and, you know, interest within the community come together for a good cause. So it's been great that you were able to make it as well. I'm going off like cosplay questions, but I'm also like, for outfits, you said that one's like synthetic. Do you think you would give like making your own chainmail a go?
Oh, I would, but not resource-wise there at the moment.
Yeah.
I need a space set aside for that material.
Be very super tedious. I've wanted to get into it before, but also just a lot of work. Yeah, cool. Do you have any questions for us regarding the cosplay community? A little turnaround? Anything that's kind of interested you or that you wanted to know that we could help?
No.
No?
I think...
No, that's fair. Is there a character that you would like to cosplay now that you are into it more?
Yes.
Yeah?
Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of...
Yeah, heck yeah. Also very much on the slaying side of things. No, that's cool.
There is one.
Yeah? Would you go to conventions and stuff after this now?
Most definitely.
Yeah?
Got my taste.
Yeah, nice. There's a few around Sydney. Like there's always Supernova. Oz Comic Con is next weekend. And then if you love anime, SmashCon is always a thing. And I think they have a SmashCon Chibi in November. Maybe you can get a cosplay ready for that one. I am just ad-libbing at the moment. Do you like Pokemon? Because one of the questions from the donations before was, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Okay. In a very long time since I've looked at it. But Lucario.
Yeah, nice. Lucario's a good one. And is there anything else that you would like to say to chat or the viewers or anything regarding the charity?
Thank you for listening, I suppose.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Especially it was great to have input from someone who's so very new to the community. It's great. Thank you so much. Is this one your username on socials and stuff?
Yeah, that's
cool.
Instagram.
Awesome. Just put it down in case we make any content or anything, we can tag you in it, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much for coming. We have B and Maya. Could you guys please introduce yourself? Who are you dressed up as today?
I am B. I am dressed up as Hoshizoda Rin from Love Live School Idol Project. And I'm Maya. I'm dressed as Raffle.
What was your first cosplay and how did it go?
Cosplay was Hudson Miku, and it was a closet cosplay because I was a baby. And I picked out a dress from my wardrobe and said, that looks close enough. Bought a wig, slapped it on. Mum did my eyeliner. I was very much a baby, but come a long way. And then my first proper cosplay was Love Live, so full circle.
Yeah. What was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay was Nico as well. She's literally my favorite character, but it wasn't the school uniform. It was in the Bakwa and I wore it to like because I went to a Smash Fun cosplay and I was like cosplay, and then next year I was like I'm gonna cosplay Nico. There's no doubt about it, and I think it went pretty well. But I don't know better. I've improved.
The next question is literally what inspired you. So you kind of already covered that.
Love Live. Love Live is everything for us. We are also in a Love Live dance group called Paradise Love,
And so we do the dances from the anime. So Love Live is very close to our heart. Inspires us every day, and nothing could be better. As far as I'm concerned, nothing could be better than Love Live.
Cool.
Yes.
I actually love that because like you just found something that you've liked so much that inspired dance, cosplay, there's a whole bunch of things.
Oh yeah.
Do you make or buy your outfits, and if both, what do you prefer?
I do both. I've recently started getting into making more of my costume pieces. I do like the feeling of pride when I make it myself, so I prefer that. But sometimes if it's a really elaborate costume, which Love Live costumes are very elaborate sometimes, I do prefer to just have someone else figure it out for me because half the time, how does this work?
I usually buy them and then I just like tailor them to myself. The only cosplay I've like actually made, I made 2 tails for a cosplay of Tails from Sonic, so that was really fun.
That's fair. It can be a little bit trickier. I've made a couple of outfits, but even though sometimes I look at patterns, I'm just like, how does that go together?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. What is the most challenging cosplay that you've done?
I think probably Tails. I'm not that for what hard to get out of threads. That was, I think, and I'm doing one right now for my sister. I mean, that's gonna be my hardest so far.
Yeah. Wigs are always tricky.
Sonic.
Yeah.
I've done Sonic, and he was rough, best, but he was hard work.
That's fair. I feel like because you guys would have used like faux fur or just not.
Mine had a little bit of it, but bad. Most of my challenge was wig. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Because I was gonna say any wig, hair, fur. That's probably the hardest things that like I've had to deal with as well.
For sure.
Do you have a dream cosplay that you haven't done?
Probably Love Live.
Yeah, probably as well.
But I will say Fairy. There's a fairy costume, which is fairy set in Love Live, and Fairy Rin is my favorite, dreamiest cosplay ever. But she's so hard to find now. It's not being made anymore, so I'm gonna have to make it one day.
Yeah, I do really love the fairy set as well. I want to do that as well. I think we both have like the cards of
We
it.
do.
Yeah, but my dream one is, I don't know if it's actual tricks. I've only heard of it, but it's like Ultimate Idol. It's got like a staff and it's all pink. I can't find anyone making it. So.
Have you guys done many photo shoots?
Actually, yeah, we've done a few. We've done a lot for our Love Live group, so most of the time we will photo shoot characters together. Occasionally I'll get some photos, but I know Love Live.
Honestly, that's fair. How do you guys prepare for a photo shoot?
Hopes and prayers.
Yeah. For the ones we've done for Power Love, we make like full sheets, like do like a lot of actual behind the scenes on, and stay all together, and then
Yup.
everything goes
Water.
well.
Just making sure. I saw the total went up to 6.5. I don't know. Okay, we'll keep going until we know for sure. How do you guys know how to pose during a photo shoot?
Oh, we have the generic poses kind of lined up because there's always like the Love Live poses, so there's very much a lot of that. In my case, my character does a lot of this.
Yeah.
So we look at the show's references or a lot of official art, maybe stuff from the songs that we might be covering, and we'll pull from that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I've got a go-to just every photo.
Every single
Just doing
photo.
this all.
That's great. Oh, I think they're.
Oh.
Can you pass the mouse? I'm just gonna put this over and. Let's put him on the table.
That's a great one.
I love this.
3, 2, 1. There's like nothing on that. You gotta do it again. There's nothing on my leg. Now it's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah, I got it. Upper thigh.
Oh,
that is a bright light.
3, 2, 1.
He's not getting mercy either.
No.
What the?
Really?
Oh, it's all gone. It's all gone.
Why do you say well done? That's what makes it. Congratulations. It's one. Elegant.
For every extra $100 from Grace, I will do another wax strip. Oh, no.
Okay. We also tip over a certain amount, so I have to do the illustration as well. All right. It's Shoey time.
Do you have tips for cosplayers who are new to photo shoots or are just camera shy in general?
Yeah, no worries. I think communicating with the photographer is really good. So like asking questions like, oh, like what do you think of this? Should I pose a different way? Sometimes the photographer can really help bring the best out of the shot. But if you have references as well, it's good to fall back on.
Yeah.
If you go prepared, really it's fine. Good. Do you have any tips?
I think with camera shyness, I feel like just kind of like think of it like the camera isn't there. Like sometimes I especially when we're on stage, I do not look at the camera, I don't look at people, just pretend you're just doing it somewhere else where you love to be, and your friends just with you and you're just want a nice little pose for them.
Yeah.
Kind of taking the stressful part away.
I feel like you guys have kind of mentioned it anyway, but when you go to events, photo shoot, you roleplay, like getting into the character.
Ooh. Oftentimes not actually. Oftentimes we'll just be our silly little selves. But occasionally, like when we are dancing, that's when we'll go into character.
Yeah.
The character will fully come out of us. So where I'm probably a lot more poised at the moment, my face is really like, whoa, here I am. My little poses come out. I really get into the energy of it. And then I get off stage and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, come down off stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico takes a lot of energy. She's always smiling. Her whole thing is smiling, doing this. I gotta automatically go to this whenever she puts her hands up. It's crazy. But yeah, only really on stage, just she will come out. I think don't be afraid. I have a friend who is kind of afraid because it's out of her comfort zone. But if you're interested, I think the thing about with cosplaying is that most people will not judge you on your how you look. If you didn't wear the wig that day, but you wore the outfit, you'll be like, that's an awesome outfit. Not really worrying about what people will think about you. Just go for it.
Then give it a crack. Honestly, you never know how much fun you'll have with it until you start. And don't be afraid of oh, I don't know if my wigs are gonna look right, or I don't know about my costume. Make the start, and from there you never know what'll come from that. You may be cosplaying for a really long time after that. I know that I've been building for a while, so if it's fun, it's fun.
Everyone starts from
exactly.
Out of done.
Ooh. Not like Rin.
I'm technically not I can have the energy, but it's different.
I might say another Love Life character. I might say Ruby Kurosawa, because Ruby very much shy. I'm a lot more shy. Getting on stream is very, very nerve-wracking for me. But I was she has a lot of growth show, so she overcomes a lot of her fears and she steps out of her comfort zone. I think I'd be a lot like Ruby.
I think another Love Life character, I think I would be like Cuckoo. She's very strong-willed, she's outspoken, and I feel that. And still with the high energy, have the yeah, I think I relate to her.
All my fellow members in my dance groups, for sure. Everyone is my biggest inspiration to them. Everything that I do with my groups. I do with my friends. My friends are always inspiring me. I would say in the local community, the people that I've gotten to know, I always admire what everybody does. Cool.
I think as well. I think Parallel really kind of got me into it because when I saw them on stage before I was part of the group, and I was I didn't know people did Love Live. Where is this coming from? Oh my god!
How do I join?
How do I join? I immediately was do you have a spot for me? Do you have a spot for me? And they.
Something that you go to.
Popcorn. I love popcorn, but Cobb's popcorn and the sea salt specifically. If I don't want to eat anything else, that's one. Or this is gonna sound so silly. Little bluey baby yogurt tubes. If I don't feel like eating that morning, but I know I still need something, that is going straight in my bag, and I'm eating that.
I think me as well. I like the little biscuits. Yep, so good. And then my second go-to is a nut bar. Nut bar with yogurt on top. It's I feel like I'm eating healthy. Give me the energy for the day and just keep a couple in my bag.
Suggestions of you have just a bag for your character
in there. Yeah. You don't? Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Mimikyu.
Nice. My favorite.
Yeah. My favorite is Furret.
Oh,
I love Furret.
I love Furret.
Hi chat, please donate.
Donate right now. Actually,
$5.
If you do donate, you will get the biggest boost of good luck for the rest of the year. Trust. We actually like we can do that.
Yeah,
we can give you good luck.
Give the vibes. Out.
While we were we get a donation from Cass and Honey for $150
Wow.
as well. So just from 6,000. Am I reading that right? $6,716. Stream raised $1,005.
That's so good.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
Give us a donation.
Thank you as well.
We are so excited. We're gonna wrangle our other troops.
Yes.
Hi, chat.
Maybe I interview Alk. Get down for a rapid fire interview. Hello, my love. Go back. Baby, introduce yourself.
Super.
No, introduce yourself. Take it seriously. Take it seriously. This is for charity.
Hi.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first cosplay? I don't even think I know this.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? Really?
It was for trick or treat when I was like 6.
Okay, cute. I definitely count that. We're counting like Halloween costumes. We're counting like just dress ups. I used to do like costumes for school discos and stuff when I was in like primary school. So I also count those. What inspired you to start dressing up?
Iron Man.
Iron Man? You just wanted to be Iron Man? It was a pretty cool suit. Yeah? Alright. Do you make or buy your outfits?
I made him.
But you also buy your outfits.
You bought this.
I buy his outfits.
So I didn't buy it. Loophole.
What do you prefer?
Making.
Why?
Because it's fun.
What's the most challenging cosplay you've done?
Iron Man.
What made it challenging?
Making it.
Yeah. He's the greatest interviewee. Do you have a dream cosplay?
Iron Man. The Hulkbuster.
A Hulkbuster Iron Man. Didn't you make a Hulkbuster? Maybe that's what you've told me. Maybe I know that you want to make one.
What? Like the Iron Man suit inside the Hulkbuster.
Whoa,
like
so it's like double. So the Hulkbuster opens up
and
and
it's just
Iron Man
inside.
walks out.
So I started the skeleton.
Yeah.
So my arms inside could move the big arms outside.
Yeah, so I knew you started something.
And then I just scrapped the project.
You just never did it.
Oh, and then I also figured out the fingers mechanic.
Oh, cool. That would be great.
You just pull a string, and then the hand pulls the finger with it.
When you say scrapped it, did you like chuck it?
It was in the garage for like 20 years. Forever.
So it's gone.
It's good chuck now.
Okay.
I could rebuild it, but...
Well, it's your dream cosplay, so maybe.
Nah. Effort.
Effort? Okay. Have you done many photo shoots?
Got photos of, well, not photo shoots.
What do you mean?
Like I was on stage, I took a photo.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a photo shoot.
You're just thinking Iron Man. Other cosplays and stuff too.
I've only done Iron Man.
And what we've done.
And our stuff. But we
Yeah.
didn't do. We did. What's her name? In Kittens.
Yeah.
As this.
As Tendru.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you know how to pose?
You look up the person.
Yeah. Do you guys have experience in TF2 or other Valve games?
Yeah, TF2.
Alk does. Me, not really.
Dota 2.
Yeah, Alk loves
CS.
Dota 2.
Other Valve games.
I've dabbled when he wants to play
Gmod?
with me.
Does that count as a Valve game?
Hi Panda, welcome on in. Then, how do you prepare for getting photos taken in your cosplay? How do you prepare?
Put on the costume.
Yeah, very good, very
Yeah.
good. So not really then.
Put clothes on.
I haven't, but Alk has played a few games. Tips for cosplayers who are camera shy.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes during the photo shoot. Close your
Can't
eyes.
see the camera. Camera not there.
So for
Can't
anyone,
be camera shy.
for anyone that's like just joining now as well, I'm just interviewing Alk. Alk is my partner. I'm just interviewing him at the moment while we get some more people to interview, because there is a cosplay photo shoot thing happening at the moment, the event out on the Fortress floor. We are in the streamer pods, so we are
We should get that Spider Noir lookalike. I want to find out what cosplay they're
We'll
doing.
go and ask him.
No, that's talking to people.
How do you choose your cosplays?
Look cool.
Look cool? They just look cool?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
No? Okay. Come on out. See? Even Panda's like...
Panda, would you go out and ask people things? No.
I might just
Too
message
shy.
E-Bubs and just be like, hey, whenever the next person is ready. I can't
I
find
don't know,
my
Blake.
assistant.
I would also... Blake, would you go out? I would. Did it all packs last. Okay. You got me there. Would you go to the cosplayers and be like, hey, do you want to get an interview done? Oh, wait, you did do interview
Absolutely.
to people. Never
He did
mind.
interview,
I
yeah?
take it back.
We were literally
You win.
interviewed.
You win. I'm not you.
Do you, when you play characters or cosplay,
Roleplay.
do you roleplay?
I don't really have to roleplay as Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because they can't really...
You
just
can't
walk
move.
around. You just walk around, you do this, that's it.
He doesn't move,
But
he doesn't
You
talk.
give people a thumbs up. They can't see you smiling or anything. They can barely hear you talking.
Yeah.
I remember one time they went to ask for a photo. They said without the helmet, and I took it off, and they were like shocked. No, they didn't expect me to be Asian. I also had long hair that time. It was funny.
I don't know. What materials do you swear by when you make cosplay?
Foam.
Foam?
EVA foam for the win.
Anything else?
Hot glue.
Oh, glue.
Gun.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Stanley knife. Those are tools though. not
Yeah.
materials.
I mean, hot glue is a material, I would argue.
But the hot glue gun
Is a tool.
is the tool.
Yes.
No, hot glue is not.
Do you
it's
have,
glue.
because we're raising money for children in need, do you have any advice for children and teens that would want to start cosplaying?
Put it on. Choose one you like, your favorite character. Buy it. Get your dad's credit card. Buy it. Don't ask permission. Don't worry about it.
Don't say that.
Ask permission.
We're good role models, I swear.
Buy it. Wear it. Run around the house. And then when you build confidence, you can go to events with the caregiver. I don't know why I said parents. Caregiver. And yeah.
Which character that you've cosplayed are you most like?
Android.
Why?
Headstrong.
Yeah.
Head empty.
Headstrong, head empty, always happy.
Happy. Helping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very nice. I actually like that answer.
Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah. A cosplayer you admire.
You.
That's right. What's your favorite con snack?
Chips.
Chips?
Chips.
Hot chips?
Hot chips.
Or packet chips?
Have you ever seen us eat packet chips at a convention? No, we always get hot chips.
What's your favorite Pokemon? For the viewers at home.
Ditto transform as Gengar. Has Ditto ever transformed as Mimikyu? That'd be sick.
I think that people have drawn Ditto as Mimikyu.
Wooper.
Wooper? Wooper has the dumb smile anyway.
Super.
The Ditto smile.
I don't know. Gengar, Ditto, Rowlet, Lucario.
Yeah. Who's your ultimate though?
I don't know. There's no ultimate.
Because I was going to say, you like, I could list all the ones that you like.
Yeah. But what's the ultimate?
Yeah, I would just go probably Gengar because of Boop.
Probably. Yeah, but Boop is Ditto
Yeah, but
as Gengar.
It's Ditto cosplaying as Gengar.
Mm.
Super. What are my favorite Pokemon?
Mimikyu.
And?
Gengar.
No.
I don't know.
To be fair, it's because for a long time I didn't have a favorite. And I kind of just fell into Mimikyu.
Yeah.
But my favorite, or the Pokemon I would say was my favorite for a long time, was Mew. Fisherman Thomas, Magikarp is a clear winner.
Hey, yo, Tom. How was that lemon tart meringue that you made?
You made a lemon meringue tart.
He's getting his reps in.
It's one of my faves.
He's learning how to bake.
So when we're next down there, you're going to make one for me?
Yep.
So we're going to go to Trod for brisket and then Tom for lemon meringue.
So lemony? Well, that sounds good though.
It's good.
I love the lemony.
Done deal. Heck yeah. We're down in November. All right.
Super.
You're the interviewer now.
All right.
Until we get more people in.
Welcome on in.
Thank you for having
Are you
me.
enjoying the event so far?
I haven't left this room.
Sounds good. That sounds like a great time.
I am actually. It's been good. I've been interacting with a lot of people, meeting a lot of people, and streaming, yapping, the things that I'm good at.
All right, that's nice. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
All right, that's done. First cosplay.
It's hard to say because I consider cosplay like any sort of costumes. And when I was
Yawn.
younger, wow, wow. Okay, I just won't. No, I used to do like school discos and do characters and stuff from that.
That guy just eating on the screen. That guy eating on the screen. What are you eating? Can I have some?
And basically, I don't know if we're on screen.
He's looking at the screen. He has to be.
But it could be the charity thing.
Oh.
Basically, I don't know, Alice from Alice in Wonderland. That's one of the first ones I can think of that was like a proper character.
Like book week?
Like a school disco.
School disco?
Yeah. Like you dress up, there are themes, and then you go and listen to like
I wasn't that
Fall
at
Out
the
Boy.
house. You couldn't script that, man. I actually don't think the stream is on the screen now.
Probably not.
He might have just stood in front of the camera by accident. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, there he is. He's still eating on camera.
I'm hungry. Give me the food. God dang. What inspired you to cosplay?
I saw characters and I knew I would never be as cool as them, so I wanted to pretend.
I had to pretend I'm cool. Do you make or buy your outfits? If both, what prefer?
Both. I prefer to make them. A lot of my cosplays start with just a base that I bought or like clothes that I bought, and then I elaborate from there. I prefer making it because there's like pride that comes with it, and then also I love testing myself because, like I said before, I am one of those people that see people do cool things, and I'm like, we can't dismiss it. We can't snooze it. We used all the snoozes. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm the type of person that sees people do cool things and they'll be like, I can do that, and then struggle. But I do like making them.
You've been watching Demon Slayer all day today.
He's getting ready.
Damn.
Infinity Castle.
Trying to get ready for the movie.
We might see it tonight. We got our cosplays ready.
What is the most challenging cosplay you've done?
I want to say Midna.
The hair?
Imp Midna.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of things. I was very new to making cosplay. It was the first one that I completely made. The bodysuit, one part of it was like spandex kind of material. And then the other part were like a pair of tights and a black t-shirt that I bought from Kmart. And I sewed those together. And one was really stretchy material. The other wasn't. Then there was the foam helmet. First time working with foam. And then the hand or hair from the helmet, I combed out and got Alk to help comb out wool, like orange, red, yellow wool to make that kind of thing. I still could have done more with it, but I didn't. And yeah, it was a lot. It was probably the most difficult, but I liked it.
Tom has asked, what's the most rewarding cosplay you've done?
Most rewarding? Maybe Echoes of Wisdom Zelda. Only because with that one, I made the majority of it. The white dress was the base, and then the pink, like, overcoat vest part I made. The cloak I made, and I was super proud of. That was all from scratch, hand painted everything. I made her staff. I made Try, the little helper, and the wig just worked out nicely. The thing, and I look at those photos, and I was just like so proud of myself. It was done in like less than a week, and I enjoyed it. Hello.
Welcome.
Well, Alk
Oh,
is
I'm
interviewing
literally
me.
interviewing her now. You want to take over?
I mean, it's up to you guys.
This is Ebubs. Ebubs has been helping the entire time,
Yes.
Behind the scenes and also donating and stuff. So yeah.
Fine, okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Cool. Because
Just because it's a point and shoot microphone, speak into the top of it.
the raffle is about to close for anyone
Thank you so much, best friend.
Still looking to donate and buy a raffle ticket. It won't be too much longer until they
How much are the raffle tickets?
They start at $5, but they $50. Like there's all sorts of them, but they start at $5. So it's such a small donation. And if we raise for every 100 that we raise, we get to wax charity again.
Ah, yes. We're at 6,726. So has he done the other 200?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have seen people looking at the stage, but also haven't.
Yes. So okay.
Cool. So question 5. Also, thank you for the follow.
Do you have a dream cosplay?
Twilight Princess Zelda, I think. It's just because, or Hyrule Warriors Zelda. They're very kind of similar in like the pinky purpley base, but then like the foam armor, and it looks so cool. I've always wanted to do armor, and like Zelda is my favorite game of all time, so maybe that one, or Chaos Conductor Watson from Apex, because Watson has a really cool outfit, but the Chaos Conductor skin is all medieval armor, and I want to do that.
If you were to do the medieval armor, theoretically, would you make your own chainmail?
Yes. Yeah, I literally for so long in my wish list on Amazon, I had a like 500 pack of aluminium rings.
The jump rings? Yeah.
So I could literally do it myself, but I never bought it because it would just be too time consuming, and I don't have the time right now.
Good fidget toy though for when you're sitting in meetings.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, how do you prep for a photo shoot? Because I know you've done a few throughout the years.
Not really. I've done a couple. So I mentioned this with a couple of the cosplayers that we've already interviewed. The only photo shoots that I've really done have been at conventions with guest photographers that are there. So like Steam Kittens and Snap Happy Ian, just to name a couple. And I was very lucky to go into those because usually they have like a QR code and a queue that you have to sign up for, and if it's booked, it's booked. You can't get in. But there is the occasional time where people won't show up on time, or they just won't show up at all, that they might be like, all right, yeah, we're taking people, whatever. And I always just go and scope it out. It happened last time as well. Supernova, when we were there, I was lucky to get Steam Kittens let me in because people didn't show up, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. No preparation.
Yeah.
I didn't have poses. I didn't have anything. I just had a big ass hammer that was kind of awkward to hold. So I was like, yes, posed with the hammer.
That was a big hammer too. Like that was such a big hammer. It barely fit in the car.
So it was just kind of use the props and the outfit that I had to pose. And then, yeah, I wasn't prepared at all, really. And then the other times I'm just always sort of like, oh, can you take photos of me? I like this water, and then like backdrops, and like a thing. Oh shit, it's the end of the day and I'm still in cosplay and I haven't gotten any photos. Quick, let's.
Do you find that working with a good cosplay photographer specifically, do you find that helps you?
Yes, because especially if you let like the people at Steam Kittens and like Ian and like other cosplay photographers, like shout out to our friend Mordred. I haven't gotten photos taken by him in cosplay, but he will help pose you if like, and they will help pose you if you need. And they deal with so many cosplayers, professionals and amateurs, so they sort of know what to expect, and they're like, oh, just, you know, feel like move freely, like do things and make it more canon, or like
Yeah.
So it helps.
No, one of my favorite photos that I've seen of you was that one that you took at the medieval fair a few years ago. You were just in your outfit, and I'm pretty sure that was one just by Alk, and you just look so comfy.
Was that the green one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was just Alk taking a photo of me. I gave him my Sony camera and I was like, please take photos.
So it helps having someone that you're comfortable with behind the camera.
Yes, for sure. You can trust professional photographers, and then also like friends and things will generally do quite well, or your partner. Alk has taken some pretty decent photos of me, and throughout the years I have trained him. Be like, I always take photos with the grid on my phone.
Yep.
So I'm like, position me here in the grid for this type of photo, so like they can actually look okay. But there are still sometimes where I don't know why, but he's taken it slightly angled, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to. I see Hakaru. We need to interview them.
Yes.
A friend.
Yes. I know that the raffle is running soon.
Yep.
But we can absolutely. I think Alk just went out there, so Alk might have just gone to grab them.
That's okay. That's fine.
But that's fine. We've been having a steady stream of people come in and out as we've been going.
Yeah, and any time that we don't have someone in, we kind of like, I take a break. I have a little chat with stream, and then I sip on my coffee and see what everyone else is up to. So it's been good.
Yeah, obviously having someone that you're comfortable with behind the camera helps. But how do you know how to pose? Like, do you find that they tend to tell you the same way?
Oh, like things are happening. Hold on.
Oh, what are we doing?
It's like not angled down, I don't think.
Ooh. The eyes on the Red Bull can.
Oh, cute. Maybe that's why they've just put it that way.
Oh, the raffle. Might be during the raffle about now.
I don't know. We'll see what Alk says or does, but that's okay. We can kind of continue talking while we go. Learning to pose, I don't. I was saying this to the other cosplayers that we were interviewing. I never prepare for photo shoots, for other things. It just doesn't happen for me. I'm always unprepared because I'm preparing for other things. I'm like, make sure my cosplay has everything. A lot of the time, if we go to an event and we're there as creators, I have to make sure that I have all of my information and all of Ark's information. And I'm probably running on like no sleep. And then I'm like, okay, well, if we get to a photo shoot, what would the character most likely do? Quickly Google search.
We're doing the raffle? Okay.
Go in.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for making something super, super special. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through what some of the prizes are up for grabs, because there are some really cool things, we've got some really good support, but after the success of today, I think the next time we run something like this, I think it's going to be 10 times better. So, really looking forward to it, really appreciate it. I'm going to run you through some of the things we have available. This is a shirt donated by Fortress. This is a very, very lovely, it is a size small, and it's for the 2315R. We have that available. We have a bunch of hoodies that are available as well, Fortress merch. We have an adult colouring book. Now, let me tell you, this one's got some risque material. So make sure 18 plus only. Okay.
Are you old enough?
Yeah, I'm not old enough to touch it. We have, and this is really cool. We have 3 lots of 2 Smash Room tickets available. Yeah, that is very much. So we have 3 of those available. 1, 2, and what's the other one? It's all mixed up. And 3. 3, yeah, mixed up into this. We have anyone who knows Byron Kelly? Yeah. He has offered a free social media strategy session. So if anyone would like to take that up and improve their social media, he's offered that up for us. Amazing.
How much for a date with him?
How much for a date with him? I don't know. I'll have to check with Danny. We have photography session with Hart, so a free one-on-one photography session with Hart. Let's go Hart. We have a photography session with Corgi, who's been doing some amazing shots. And we have a photography session with Tip. We also have Parkour commissions. I said they will do a free commission. Post packs. They're very, very easy to pack. They said after packs, they will do it for you. So, those are, and also a Red Bull, so. We closed off the raffle. Sorry. And we also have a Red Bull. Alright. First and foremost though, before we get started in, can somebody tell me what Barnardos is?
What's charity for kids?
Charity for kids, yes?
I believe they offer child to make sure those kids go to school.
Amazing. Now, can I get a show of hands with anyone else wants to show? Beautiful, there we go, done. Anyone can grab that? Now, hang on, I'm going to solve it in 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, I just need to get something up. So, just so you guys know, this whole event is raising money for Barnardos Australia. As mentioned, Barnardos Australia helps vulnerable children. Children that are experiencing homelessness, children that are experiencing domestic violence, parents that are struggling to raise their kids the right way, reaching out for support. Barnardos help them with that. By you guys being here, you're supporting a charity that's actually making a real difference. The ticket sales, other than processing fees, the ticket sales, the donations, the raffle tickets, all of this is going to the charity, and they appreciate the support so much. Off the back of how amazing you guys have all been, they do want to run more ones like this. So, after the raffle is done, there will be a little QR code to a feedback session. We'd love to get feedback around what we can do better, how we can improve it, how we can go from there. The other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just checking my stats to make sure they are 100% accurate, which I don't think I have on me right now. What we're going to do is we're going to spin the raffle. Who's ready to spin? If someone is in here and someone doesn't claim it, we do a redraw, okay? So, without further ado, count us down. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Sandra, let's go. We got the hand. Can I get you as well to take photos and videos? All right. We are going to spin again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's feeling lucky? That was so close. Ren, come up and pick your prize. And what I'm going to do, while we're waiting for Ren to pick the prize, we're gonna spin again. okay? Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. And the next winner is... Oh, my lord. We are going to remove that as well. Remove one. All right. Congratulations, Emmy. All right. Spin again. Let's go. Who's in it? This is another Emmy. I can't remove it. Right? Is it Claire? Is it? Claire! Thank you so much. You are welcome to pick one of the options. No worries. Enjoy it. All right, guys. You feeling lucky? You feeling lucky? Anyone feeling not lucky? Yeah, a couple of people. A couple of people.
Pick up a hoodie for someone.
No, that's only fair. You bought a lot of tickets, so we appreciate the support. But I'm going to have to remove all instances after that. All right? Eddie's off the board. We sit again. That's insane. That's insane fun. I love it. It is. Right? Oh! Come on, pick one of the prizes. We spin again. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Respect the wheel. We respect the wheel. What does the wheel say? Let's go. Congratulations, Joe. Take it. Let's go. All right. Well, you know what we do after someone wins? We spin again. Let's go. Who's lucky? Who's lucky? Who have we got? That is menacing. That is actually menacing. All right, let's see if we can spin before he gets back down. Quick, let's go, let's go. Before he gets back down, can we spin? Can someone side me spin? Ali? Oh, so close. Where is Ali? Ali? Come on and pick a prize. Let's go. Now, we're going to go again. We're going to keep going until we run out of prizes. I'm sorry. You can take the Red Bull with the googly eyes as well. Victor, you can take one of these. What do we get? Yes. Mars, let's go. Come on, pick one of the prizes. Pick one of the wonderful prizes. A photo session. Let's go. All right. Guys, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still color people as well. Yeah. If no one takes color, I'm going to. Oh. All right, let's spin again. What did we get? Clay again. Let's go. Come on, pick prize, and let's spin again. Enjoy. What do we got? There we go. All right, now. 3 prizes removed. Did you get 3? That's your second? Okay. Fine, so there's still one more. You win 3, I'm sorry, it's removed. All right, we're spinning. What do we have? Who is the lucky winner? Let's go. And you know what we do? We spin again. Again, let's go. Amazing. Come on, pick another prize. The water bottle is not one of the prizes. I'm so sorry. I'll tell you what, if you want it, I'll get you another water bottle. All right, we're going to spin again. We have 3 prizes left. 3 chances to win a prize. Wait. Rachel, that is that you? Wait, oh no. Rachel is my friend who was here earlier today taking photos and said, oh, I'm Rachel, I won't be here for it. So if my name gets called, that was a thing. I'm now known for the redraw. So if it goes again, we're redrawing. All right. This is insane. I know, that's it. You can get one more, and then we're removing all instances now. It's done. The board has opened up. There is so many opportunities to win. Send it there. All right. There are 2 prizes left. 2 opportunities to win. 2 opportunities to take it home. Who wins it? Oh, so close. So close. You sure? The adult can't leave it. Let's go. Have a flick through and look at some of the material in there. It's very, very nice. Nothing R-rated, but just some really, really amazing shots. Now, it is time for the one time only, the last prize.
Charity, put on a wax strip.
No.
For a draw.
No, because we need to warm it up and everything. Can you warm up the next wax strip? It's ready to go. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need a countdown. We're going to need a countdown from 10, because we're going to want to make it big. We're going to want to make it special. No, not from 100. All right, guys, let's do this with you. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is the lucky winner? It is... Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I do my last back script, I wanted to get everyone together to take a big group photo so we can say, look how amazing this event was. I will also need everyone that won a prize that wasn't a physical prize. You got one of those little cutouts. You'll need to come and see me after this so I can organize your prizes, okay? Because otherwise you just got a piece of paper that needs nothing. You need to come and see me, okay? So, can we get everyone jumped up in here? We're going to be taking photos from the balcony, okay? Hart, are you here? Hart, you around? Tiff? Could I get your assistance to follow? Is Corgi around?
Can we get everyone here?
Is Corgi around? Tiff? Can you take a photo? Is that possible? Oh, Corgi's up there. No. Corgi, can you take a photo from the center?
30.
Yeah, Corgi? Sorry guys, can you just squeeze through for 2 seconds? Alright guys, while you wait for the professionals to get photos done, I'm just going to take a little photo of all of them. Guys, while you get some things moved out of the way, photos and everything taken care of, I do just want to take this time to say thank you. These type of events only happen when people turn up. When people are a part of this, when people are a part of these kind of things, it means the world to us. So thank you so much. You guys are all absolutely amazing. I'm going to get a photo of you guys. What?
So I think the back of the thing is
A little bit, but not much.
And just making sure no drinks will be stage.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
What about this one? What about this one?
It's yours.
All right. Heart, you taking the one up there? Yeah. All right, beautiful. Let us know when you're ready. I can't see them now. All right, guys, can we do a 3, 2, 1 Barnardos? Okay? So we're moving on. Say it. Ready? Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1 Barnardos! Amazing.
That's all we do.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been absolutely incredible. What I will do... All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, can you guys fill this out, especially if you didn't buy a ticket? If you just did the donate to buy a ticket, so you didn't buy a ticket before the event, you just bought it on sign up. if you guys could please fill this out, this kind of information that you guys fill out on this form is what enables us to make these events better. I am here to listen to different communities, how they want to fundraise, how they want to make an impact, but also the fun social events that we do together. By filling this out, you can provide me with as much information as possible to make sure we can run fun events like this. Without the feedback that you guys give, I won't be able to improve. I want to make this space better. I want to get more people sponsoring gifts. I want to get more people donating. I want to get more eyeballs on the space so that we can grow as a community. Without feedback, we can't make it better. So if you can take the time to fill this out, I will be sending an email to anyone on the board ticket just saying, hey, just a reminder if you haven't, please fill this out. We're going to do the next wax now as well, which I'm not looking forward to.
I'll do it again.
I'll tell you what, why don't we spin the wheel? We'll spin the wheel and we go to who gets to waxing again? Alright, let's do it.
Come on, Barry, up to get.
No, we're not doing it in a fight. We are not doing it in a fight. No, this look here. This entirely here. All here is missed. This one. Okay, hang on. One second.
Honestly, this is the major prize right here.
Guys, if anyone has any fun photos or videos of the event, can you please send them to me on the A5 sheet. On the little A5 sheets, there is a QR code on the right that is about Mr. Charity, myself. You can if you guys can reach out to me and send me photos and videos, that'd be great. But please go to the primary email. So if you've got needs your experience, post them on socials, send them to tag Mr. Charity AUS or tag Future Conversion. We appreciate all the support.
Alright, we're going to start with which one? A or B? Which do you want to do that first and then better?
Top first.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take it from the bottom and you're going to basically like a zipper, okay? Ready?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Studio Desert. Look at the countdown. Jesus Christ. Alright, before we start, how about I do a Barnardos speech? And whenever you feel like alright, ladies and gentlemen. So Barnardos Australia is a charity that's been around for over 100 years in Australia. It does some incredible work in this space. What they do is they help vulnerable children. Children with their experiences with violence comes that first over. They help vulnerable children with experiences. So support helps make sure that the children grow up. Their catchphrase is because every child needs a champion.
That wasn't me.
They help. So every child needs a champion. They need to make sure the children have the support they need so they can grow up and supported. You guys need to be supporting children in need, families in need, and parts of the family. So thank you all so much for being part of it. We love and appreciate all of you so much. I hope you guys have a fun day today. You feel free to hang around here. Feel free to be a part of all of this. Make sure you guys buy some art before you go. And yeah, just thank you all so much for being part of this. Who am I seeing with like packs? I won't need to dress this up. Alright, fine. Oh, yes. The final fundraiser is Guys, again, I can't say enough. Thank you so much. What I'm gonna do is, where is Hart? Hart? Someone remember, was last time. Hart's gonna go crazy. Guys, Tip. Guys, huge round of applause for Tip. Tip is actually the reason we started this, because I spoke to you here at the ANZ Creative Meetup, and you spoke about how they do photos and everything. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'd love to want to chat with you. What can we do? We started the conversation, and now we're here. This started, when was it? March. We started, March 8th, we started the conversation, we got to here because of the work that Tim has done. So just a huge thank you to him. Hart, wherever she is, Hart did so much incredible work to get this one. Hart did the titles that were on the side and the ones that are on all the PCs. So couldn't have done this without Hart. Corgi has been absolutely incredible running around. So just Corgi, round of applause for Corgi. And again, I don't know if I've done enough justice, but all the artists in that room, look at those stalls, a round of applause to them. They have done so much incredible work. I think it's actually like $660 raised just for them, which is absolutely insane. They didn't have to do that, but they did so much incredible work, so thank you so much for them. And a huge shout out to my colleague who runs Future Fundraising Community, Coach Drac, who coaches League of Legends. He has done so much for me over the past year and a half running this business. This business that I've been doing, I don't take salary from, but we've raised over $2.2 million for charity, which is absolutely insane to everyone that's been involved in that. I'm so grateful for everything you've done, and I'm so grateful for everything that's going to be happening in the future. If anyone wants to do any charity work, any fundraising, in new, innovative ways, do fun events like this, whatever it is, whatever your passion is, if you want to do something like that, let me know and I will see what we can do in the work. But honestly, you guys make what we've done here today possible. So thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. Big round of applause to everyone. Any other questions? Come and see me. Vote, please, Sean and Mindy.
So we're spinning it again?
We're not spinning it again.
I can spin it.
First time I sing, then I sing. Yeah. All right, one more spin. Let's go.
Who's it gonna be? Redraw!
They just let me know what that means.
He has another leg.
Ready? Listen. I don't hear you. Listen. 3, 2, 1. Can you get it recorded? You have to fucking do that. Wait. Oh, someone wasn't here to claim their ticket. You know what that means? Spit it. Oh. I'm not gonna listen to this. What do I have to do?
Oh, but this is the best content. Charity, you should ask them about their costumes.
Oh yeah, explain the costume. Amazing. And are you excited about this?
Yes!
I'm not. Odyssey in time.
It's not that unified. Oh boy. Okay, so you're gonna pull the right the bottom, nice soft situation. Just right.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do this first one with no reaction.
Right? Okay.
So please help me. Alright, we're gonna do a chant as well. So Mike's like, alright? So when you feel it's built up enough, pull it. Okay, ready? So grab a little. Okay, ready? Are we ready to do the chant? Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg!
Are you crying?
This one, I'm gonna try. Okay. I cannot.
Wait, what? Wipe it. Right. Oh, one of these. Okay.
Okay, ready? Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg! Wax her leg!
My apologies.
Oh. All right. How do we feel, guys? Did you have a good one?
I stand it. People hate that. We got that together. Right.
That's what I do. Guys, I need to get a recording of this because I've been trying to get a recording and listen. I need to get a recording of us doing the ritual. Okay? I've got 2 events and I haven't been able to get a recording of it. Okay? Okay. Get down that and then we'll. Okay. I am willing to do it once.
I have to get to again.
Are you ready?
I'm recording.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more chance to wax the leg. You know what we have to do in order to figure out who waxes the legs? We need to spin the wheel. Boom.
Oh my god!
Aaron, you got it! All right, let's do this.
You have to finish the leg. You have to finish the leg.
Everybody.
Oh, no Donos.
I'll get somebody here.
All right, guys, after this.
I don't really want to keep going.
Okay, all right, you know what? How much you raise the quitter? In a thigh.
Okay. You got this! You got this.
Oh.
Charity.
Oh no. What? Why is it 2 on the inner thigh? I just said 1 on the inner thigh. Alright, ready? We're gonna wax the leg. Yep. Alright, ready?
Yes! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy!
That's the first one, okay? Oh, sorry. Gloves off. What's in my nose? Alright, wait. Chin? Which one is it?
Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy! Don't be a pussy!
There you go, that was a pretty one. Sorry about the first one. Maybe we can't. Yeah, I get that. I'm down.
Come on. Right back in the fight, come on!
I got a second round, let's go. Okay. Nice.
Give us a boost with the leg.
guys, look at that. $6,746 per chance. Players for hours. Huge round of applause. Guys, just so you know as well, I'm going to be streaming from one of the streaming channels, one of the streaming groups over there. Once we're done, we're wrapping things up. I will do the last session on stream. So, listen, I've gone through my time.
Once you can do it 1,000 times.
Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off the microphone. That's I think what's the time. Alright guys, we're past the I'll do one more.
Sorry.
A fresh one. I know, but it's not a boat. It's a small boat. But it's a boat. James, shoot it. Let's have silky smooth legs. Guys, make sure if you post socials about it, tag NinesTheCharity AUS and tag future fundraising. Any more details on the event address? Actually, I'm going to go through Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. If you guys want to get better angles, you can hang it from this side. Alright? 3, 2, 1! It's the charity. This one's gonna be interesting.
Go to chat.
Okay.
Wait, the chat is legal.
Alright guys, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1 and then redraw on the pool, okay? 3, 2, 1, redraw!
Here's the eyes.
I don't.
Hello, my friends. We are back to us. Alk has actually just stepped out to go to the bathroom, so convenient timing. But that was the end of the event. We have confirmed, I guess, with Mr. Charity from him being on stage so many times that is the end of the event. I guess we just keep chatting until he starts streaming. So I think he will be streaming from one of the booths. And until then, we just kind of stay live until we can send the love over there. So just going off what we've got, stats-wise, we have reached $1,005 from stream alone, and the event total is currently at $6,746.01, which is super cool. It did not hit the $7,000 goal, so there's still $253.99 left to hit until the goal is complete. So if anyone wants to donate, I am pretty sure it is still live. I'll give Mr. Charity another shout out. So for anyone that sees him go live or wants to check out his content before he goes live, feel free to click the link and head over there. Is there anything you want to say before we finish up?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? That's okay. We're going to go get food. I need to feed Alk. So we're going to head off. Thank you to everyone who came on in today. I think this is the highest amount I have ever raised for charity using my channel. So that's a massive milestone for me. And thank you all so much for contributing. And I hope you guys enjoyed stream. I hope you guys found some cool cosplayers to follow. Charity did say something about doing more of these events in future. So who knows? We might be back to do more of this. I feel professional in this booth. And then like the little setup that we had, Alk said that we look like casters. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I would love to do something like this again. Maybe on a little bit more notice though. But we just hit 7,000, which is the event total.
Cash money.
For the event, it was 7,000 for the goal, and we just hit 7,000. So thank you to everyone who contributed. And yeah, I guess we are going to head off now. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And have a good morning, evening, night, time zone, and goodbye.